there. As I was saying, is that working?
I think so.
As I was saying, yeah, that works. The try not to come challenge.
For VR?
Like a real one.
Like if it happens, there's a penalty? Like you get
spooked? I don't know if there's a penalty.
Like a ghost pops out of the wall, you go, ah! That'd be fun.
That could be part of it. Yeah, you could get power-ups to show you, like, scary stuff.
The longer you go without jacking it.
Well, you're hooked up in the game.
Yeah.
With the VR.
How about like a VR game where like, you know, there's all these like hot chicks who are like keep grabbing your dick and you gotta like knock them away, you know? Because that's always fun in like VR games, like moving your hands. Yeah, like,
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be better. And then you could still look, because sex positive games are weird and gross. But if they make it so you got to fend them off.
Yeah. And there could be a little attachment, like a vibrator that goes around your dick. So if they start touching your dick, it starts vibrating. You're like, you're gonna make me come, and they gotta like knock her away, you know? That'd be pretty interactive. I'd play that.
And the levels get harder and harder.
Yeah. And the women keep getting
the
like
dick wearing thing,
bigger like tits, you know, or like jamming them in your
younger
face.
and younger.
They gotta keep going, and they keep just trying to grab at your dick.
Who's giving? Like, why isn't this?
It could be with the auto
this is
blow.
A killer
like,
ab.
all their mouths could be open, and they keep trying to like jump, you know, wrap their mouth around your dick. And the second they get on there, one of these ghost women, the auto blow activates and starts jerking you off. You're gonna be like, no, get this ghost off of me.
We easily have the technology to make this. But we just choose to do gay space
And you look at the
shit
leaderboards, and it's like 15 seconds, 17 seconds. Once the ghost got its mouth on my dick, I couldn't resist.
The ad is a hit.
Yeah.
Try not to come. It's a hit. Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. But we all know the game is not going to live up to the ad.
Right.
You know? And not even close.
Well, the
so
ad's
we gotta
tricky. It's like, try not to come.
But I'm beating myself off.
You want me to come.
Yeah, you want me to come. You want me to pay for this, obviously. But if the game is try not to come.
Try not to come, or...
That's $1 trillion idea.
That's $1 trillion idea. There should be more gamification of the genitals in various ways. There's a lot of space that's going untapped. You are right that we have all this technology and we kind of just keep making the same shit over and over again. Yeah.
Now it's just army stuff. Army ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We remake Final Fantasy and we just play Final Fantasy again.
It's less erotic.
And how come, you know, there's
could
not
have ever been.
Yeah, how come there's not a Hideo Kojima to go, see, and if the ghost puts its finger up your butthole, that makes your stamina meter go up, but it makes your health points go down. So you have to balance that out with the good ghosts and the bad ghosts.
I just can't think about anything other than this Eric July video.
I know. It's a big drop. This is like Kendrick Lamar dropping the latest track against Drake, you know?
This would be like Drake dropping a diss track right before the Super Bowl.
Right.
Here you go.
It'd be huge.
Respond to this.
Yeah.
Right? Like, okay, I'm just about to go on the Super Bowl.
There is a new Eric July, I believe it is 26-minute self-funded documentary. And this is part 1.
29, Vito.
See, this is part 1.
Oh man, I don't know
Are we
going to
get our own segment? Beyond the Narrative from the Rippaverse.
Beyond the Narrative, is that what it's called?
It's called Beyond the Narrative. That's what I'm reading. They lied about the entire thing. And the idea is, of course, that
Beyond the Narrative,
Eric July is a man. He's a strong, proud African-American entrepreneur.
Black
and a
face.
And a bunch of evil people came along. One in particular, a tiny little imp, was dancing around, marching up hills.
I can't think about anything else. I had a bunch of stuff. I mean, I was looking forward to all the mean comments for me. But then this dropped, and I'm like, I don't really care about that stuff anymore.
That's all we got. Well, I think you've set up a challenge for the audience. Is that correct?
Yeah, do you guys want us to watch it? You got to hit, I set the goal here.
50
we need 5,000 super chats in the first 30 minutes, or else we're not going to watch it. Stop putting N-words in the... Sam Kennison, go back to bed. Stop putting N-words in there.
I guess the audience is busy making N-words in the chat. We are live, right?
I don't know. I think so.
I mean, I feel like none of them are reacting to what we're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
They're
There we
just
are.
making N-word towers. Okay. We love our audience. Yeah, let's do this show, and we'll see if we watch a video later.
Biggest problem in the
universe. Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe. The only show that ranks every problem, from superheroes pinching their dimes to investing at the worst of times.
That's pretty good.
Oh, man, I don't even want to think about investing. I'm your host, Nick Manager. Joining me as always, Vito Links.
How's that crypto reserve going?
Actually, the best it could have gone.
Yeah?
I was like, please don't buy any. Please just,
Yeah.
please just let this be the stuff you guys stole.
Right.
From.
Oh, you didn't want Trump buying Bitcoin with U.S. dollars? Just
No, I want him buying Bitcoin. I don't want him buying Cardano.
I could see him buying fucking Trump coin or whatever, being like, we got to have a reserve. It's a very important meme for us to have.
That'd be nice.
That would be nice.
If we went back to Bitcoin reserve instead of gold.
I'd be fine with it.
The country.
At this point, anything that makes the country profitable again, because Jesus Christ, the market is a nightmare.
Okay, what did we have last week?
Last week,
I honestly can't think of anything else. I haven't looked at the comments because I want to be surprised.
Everybody loved it. Everybody said another classic episode. And I think the running theme was they said the camaraderie between the hosts is what I keep coming back for. I think they said
Johnny
this is
said
just one of
mommy and
those-
daddy fighting, and I wanted to strangle him on my
He
show.
said it? He said
yeah,
that?
I got a text that said mommy and daddy are fighting, and I'm like, you're selling the story like someone said it to you, but you're saying it right now.
Yeah.
I
said just one of those classic comedy dynamics where the respect for each other, the mutual respect really shines through, was I think the running theme.
I'm very hindered by not being able to say the F slur.
I understand.
So you
got to get more creative, and then,
and then
otherwise you
all
can just call
gets
me an
off
F
to-
slur.
No, and fans.
And
I'm going
fans.
need to be doing that in a minute.
I think
know.
people don't understand the handicap we have being on the YouTube platform.
Bad investments, number one.
Hey, well, that one fucking came true. Jesus fucking Christ.
Ingratitude. 50. What was that about? Oh,
Zelensky. I saw people mad at me. They're like, Vito, you didn't even listen to the whole thing. I'm like, well, I don't need to listen to the whole thing. All you had to
What's
do
the point?
All you had to do is go, Trump, you're the man. Thanks for giving us $1 billion. Take our rocks and our minerals. Fair trade.
Guys are really wrapped up in
the Zelensky
Ukraine.
thing?
Yeah. How can I see them like having arguments with themselves, like, well, okay, so how can MAGA say that this about Russia and this about Russia? I'm like, guys, we just don't want to pay any money.
Yeah,
like,
that's
what do you
it.
not
I
understand?
mean, like, that's the only thing. It's not about like you don't think Russia's the best place.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Like everybody's like, oh, Dick's such a Putin simp. They're all sucking Putin's dick. It's like, I just don't want to pay for this.
Yeah, because he doesn't like asking for money. So
Right.
just whatever he wants, do that.
I think that's a fair opinion.
Shrinking Jaws, number 2.
I thought that should have won because I find that fascinating. I'd never heard
too.
of
It's
that
gonna
as a
get
problem.
worse.
Yeah.
Tinier and tinier. Everyone's going to look like Andrew Tate. Oh, my God. Did you see that?
Him freaking out about getting charged in Florida.
Yeah, and then the district attorney's comms guy started following me on Twitter after I said, hey, subpoena me for that.
Well, yeah, because you talked to him.
Yeah,
so, I
interview.
mean, they could potentially have you come in and be like, here's what he said on my show.
Then he left, though.
I
I think they could get him. Florida's got a lot of reach. And then poor superheroes.
Which is
Was a good one, too.
That was a good one.
I guess bad
They're
investments
still
are pretty
doing it.
bad.
I watched the most recent Invincible episode, and they're doing it again with some other characters. Where they're like, oh, it's just hard to. They like the whole season. You've been watching the new season of Invincible.
Yeah, and it's just like, when's Omni-Man getting back? Come on, man.
The writing's really weird. And then they showed that gay couple that's like, oh, well, I guess we got to work at a diner to make ends meet. And I'm like, you can shoot energy bolts, and he's like got powers too. Like, why does
he have to be so gay? That gay guy.
I don't know, man. Because it was probably written right before Trump got elected and before we got rid of all the gay stuff.
Is he that gay in the comics?
Which guy?
The gay, his friend.
William?
Yeah.
I think he is that gay in the comics. Yeah.
Okay, Wild. Oh wait, and then poor superheroes. Okay, so I have one. I've left these as a surprise for me.
Have you actually?
I have actually not read these.
Maybe
300
maybe
comments.
just don't read them. Maybe it's not important to read them. I think we all
What do you mean?
know
Everybody likes when their comments get read.
Everyone had a great
Dick
time.
produced 178 episodes. This is H. Attila. About the extremely personal evisceration of every aspect of Vito's existence. Then when Vito offers the slightest pushback, things almost get physical.
Yeah, you definitely were going to take a swing at me. I
See
really
what I
had
mean
to
about
shield
the gay
myself.
stuff? What are you talking about? Almost get physical. Because he made it personal. Shouldn't be this entertaining, but it's riveting television.
Riveting
and magical.
television. There you
I
go.
think that too. I'm embarrassed, but I do think that.
Look, here's the thing.
That's the danger.
I think it doesn't. Like, I know, I'm like, Dick's being a little cantankerous,
Uh-huh.
And I think the audience doesn't know that, like, I'm kind of in on it a little bit,
I know you're in on it. You're laughing your ass off.
Yeah, I was laughing, but like,
I know exactly what you're doing.
but the audience.
What about your job?
Well, that's not what I was doing, but I don't know. Anyway, what else?
Feels like Dick is trying to get Vito to quit before the baby comes. Why would I? That would be the last thing I would want.
I know,
to.
right? This is the baby money right here.
Vito has more leverage than me. I can't afford this fucker. Dick saying that Vito gets personal is a huge projection. Vito is the best part of the show now. What? Oh boy, we're down to real name stuff. Wow, every week must be draining. What the hell's happening to Dick? He's coming undone. This ending was weirdly emotional.
Yeah.
Daniel Lane, don't tell us how we're gonna feel when we don't get Super Killer. We're gonna be feeling very good, very strong.
You know what?
It's
You are gonna
unrelated.
get Super Killer. This it's really I hate to keep saying it, but I'm looking it over and I'm like, all right, I think we're there. So. I don't know what to say. I'm just looking. I thought it was like complete disaster, and then I'm looking at it. I'm like, nah, this looks good now. Yeah, I've made the fixes I want.
I think the paper towel thing broke something in Dick. He hasn't been the same since. Yeah, I don't understand you people at all now. I really don't.
I think just people come here and they want us to know that we are very good friends. And
I don't think they want that.
I don't know what they want. I don't know what they want.
Side Chris, just when Veto Wars are over, we get
There's
back
no
in
more
the
Veto
trenches.
Wars. Everything's fine. We're all fine
Lost Bullets.
here.
Dick got butthurt over everyone called him spoiled, ivory towered, Richie Rich over the napkins bit. Now he flips out at the slightest mention of anything personal because he is terrified that
Don't
we will
read that
find
one.
out his parents bought him in Arizona. Oh yeah, no, that house my parents bought me thing. I don't even know what they're
I have no
talking
idea
about.
what any of this is.
People
People were getting very personal. It was not reasonable. We don't want to get personal on the show.
Dick's assuming too much malice and evil with Vito.
I do think you assume a lot of like ill intent. Sometimes I just say shit carelessly and you're like,
no, I think that.
you think I say it carelessly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And then you have to defend it. Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay.
Why does Dick explode?
I think you do understand that, but then you really want to like be like, oh no, you did that on purpose because you know it makes me squirm. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
trying
probably
to
true.
fuck up any. It's like with the EVS thing where I'm like, I probably shouldn't say whatever about that fucking comic. But I was.
I don't know. I can't tell really. Now that you've compared to that, I can't. I don't know.
Do you think okay? But like what I don't know, man. People think. Here's the thing. People think I'm like. People go back and forth between Vito's the dumbest idiot in the world and Vito is a secret like master manipulator who obfuscates and manipulates.
That's true.
Yeah.
They do that.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell with you.
Well, I don't think I'm that smart, so
Yeah,
I mean,
because you're pretty smart usually.
I'm smart at some stuff, but I'm
Yeah.
like very clearly not good at like sometimes I'll say shit and I go, I probably shouldn't have said that, I try not to bring up personal stuff.
Yeah. Why,
But what is the
yeah.
gain from? But the other thing is, there's no gain from. Like, I'm not trying to sabotage anyone, really.
Yeah.
Because there's no gain. I want everyone to make $1 million. In the words of the great Nick Rekieta, everyone should make $1 million.
See,
right?
Nick was saying that maliciously.
Yeah, I know. So that's probably a bad example.
There's no more fans. Vito should know to play dead when Dick kicks him. We all love it though when Vito doesn't play dead, as it leads to an additional hour.
See, some
after
people
the-
like it. Some people are just.
Everybody likes it. Don't let them fool you. Everyone likes it. It's embarrassing for me,
Well, I don't.
and it's painful for you. Everyone likes to see that.
What was
Booking
I-
you guys for marriage counseling. Tang.
The only time you have to worry about me manipulating you is if you have video games or magic cards that I want to
I know
obtain.
you already have done that.
Yeah, and I've already tried to get your video games, and you won't sell them to me. So.
I gave them all to you.
No, I did get your Wii U. That's true.
Uh,
But every once in a while, I'll go like, "Hey, Dick, you ever find that Turbo Graphics kicking around? I sure would love that Turbo Graphics."
No, remind me to look for that. Lieutenant Surge, my garbage is my property, my information.
I've only played a Turbo
That's
Graphics
funny.
once in my life, and it was at a game store.
They're not that good.
Some of the games
aren't
are
that-
supposed to be good, but
You can really feel it. You can really feel that it's like,
Really?
old
interesting.
and not in a good way. Like they didn't have anybody around them helping them make games. Vito, no, this was.
I don't think
negative
that's
to you.
correct. I don't. You must have played the wrong game. People love the PC Engine.
I had tons of them, and they don't. They feel like
Does
they
the
feel like they're in
controller
an
feel
alternate
weird?
timeline.
Well, because in Japan it looked like completely different, right?
No.
In Japan it was called the PC Engine. It was way more popular than it was here, and it had a bunch of good games.
Where you could take them in and rare Vito win. Dan Danston says, "For fuck's sake, get along or end the show." R.
watched
Thompson.
this to laugh.
I watched this to laugh.
Well, we want people laughing, of course. So I think look, maybe when we get into one of these arguments. Also, I kind of maybe push it too.
I know that you push
because
it.
I circle back to it and I shouldn't. Because we'll
cares?
be reading the super chats and I'll be like, and Dick might have a problem, and then we get back into it.
who gives a fuck? All that matters is that the show is on. That's it.
It's free
And that something
entertainment.
else happens.
Yeah.
Like Eric happening
That's
today.
true. We have a distraction now, so we can less talk about my bathroom and my
I don't want to
slovenly
talk about it
lifestyle.
anymore. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I had a lady want to come organize my house who's like a fan of the show, so maybe we'll do that.
Ariel.
Yeah. But where does she live? She's going to fly in?
She's going to do it. She
Okay.
just wants to see it.
No, well, I don't want her to just see it. She'd have to organize it.
Clean it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But right now, it's not possible. There's just stuff that there's nowhere to put anything.
I don't want to get sucked down into this. I don't care.
It's all coming together.
This is me
It's all,
not
you're washing your
caring
hands
about-
of it. Washing your hands of it.
Do whatever you want over there.
What's that app where I can hire a handyman to put a door on the bathroom?
TaskRabbit?
Is that it?
Yeah.
I was thinking about just hiring a guy to just do some stuff.
You should hire a guy to, come in there and just
Yeah.
live there for a week and see what happens.
See what happens.
Yeah.
That's a different app. That's called Grindr. I like that app too. They should combine the two. A gay guy who builds shit for you? Grind Rabbit.
They should.
Yeah.
Because I'll put up a door for you. Ooh. I've tried Mexican Rabbit.
Yeah.
And they're not. I get doors that are mismatched.
What if you need a guy to build a sex swing?
I
You
get
don't
an
want a
illegal
regular
deck
guy to
that
do
I
that.
have to fix.
Yeah, you want a gay guy to build your sex swing and your.
I don't want sex swings.
You don't want a sex
I
swing?
want like a child swing. not
Well,
a sex
you
swing.
obviously want a child
I
swing
don't want
now.
it doubling as a sex
Well,
swing.
now that you have a child, you can't have all that stuff. But I'm saying there's probably a time where if somebody had offered you took
no,
a free
I don't
sex
like all
doll.
that. But that was just like as a joke.
Yeah.
I've never understood all the elaborate
Sex accoutrements.
like sex gymnastics.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Well,
I've
sex
done
is
it.
already
It's like
to me. Sex is already I'm a fat guy, so sex is already exhausting. The idea of adding more physicality to it, I'm like, I just kind of want to.
it's too
I
distracting.
kind of just lie down and have a girl jump up and down on me. That feels good.
yeah.
Maybe get behind a little bit of thrusting, but I don't want a swing and a bunch of levers and too much.
I don't know why they do. Okay. Do you have a voted up
No.
this week?
This week I'm phoning it. No, well, I just.
So you have a problem then, don't you?
Oh, am I? Did I win?
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, guys, we're gonna do problems. It's probably good that we're not doing Voted Up because I'm sure people are
We
super
have to
chatting
watch
right
this
now.
fucking
Well, we only have
thing.
29 super
29.
chats.
Let's go. 5,000 super chats. Let's go.
We're gonna get them in. We're gonna have a good time.
Part
All
1,
right.
man.
Part 1. Well, that's what I'm like worried about, man. Is I'm like, oh man, am I gonna get a whole documentary chapter for fucking Eric July complaining about me again? Like, how many fucking chapters is he gonna
Yeah,
make?
but he sucks at it.
He's gonna make one about Ethan. Like that's got to be his next one, right?
I don't know.
His-
How can he make all these movies without saying he makes these documentaries like he makes his comic books? Like he
Yeah.
can't say our names. He can't say what happened.
Well, he could say our names, but they'd have to be like Draxblong and Glingjar.
Buster. Yeah.
No. They'd have to be like Altona. And
Messed up. Black.
Well, not even black. It's like his insane alternate reality version of black. I hope that gets explained in the Great War of Separation, why Texas decided to name all their people things that are retarded. I think
I can't wait to watch this shit. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do.
Well,
Okay,
let's
go ahead.
let's do some
your
fun
problem.
problems first, and then we'll see if I mean we haven't gotten enough super chats, so I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right, Dick, here's my problem. We all have to wash our clothes, some of us more frequently than others, as you've asserted. I think I'm already doing it, huh? I'm already setting you up to Anyway, Dick, here's the real problem, though. All right, you wash it. You get back your clothes after you wash them. You're all excited. You're like, I got fresh clothes.
Yeah.
These are great. They're all clean and nice. Let me put on these pants. I love wearing pants. One of my favorite things. I put on the pants. And I go, let me try out these pockets. And I go, what the
Ruined.
fuck?
Yeah.
There's something in here. And then you realize I left some shit in my pockets.
Key fobs.
Key
$400
fobs. Oh, God, yeah.
Or more now.
Dude, I think one of the big ones for me when I was a kid, I was so excited because I got a Luke Skywalker Star Wars card. And I brought it to school. I'm like, look, guys, I pulled the Luke Skywalker. And they're like, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's so cool. You got original Luke Skywalker. And then like a week later, I'm like devastated as I'm pulling this crumpled Luke out of my pocket. I go, you finally once you had one good thing going. You had one good thing going.
Yeah.
And you dumb fuck, you couldn't remember to take it out of your fucking pockets.
I left my watch.
Jesus.
I left my Omega watch, the Speedmaster.
Yeah.
In my nicest, like I had one nice hoodie pullover that zipped up the front.
Yeah.
It was like a nice material. It fit that I always wore everywhere. I left the Omega in the pocket and put it through the wash, and it destroyed. It tore out of it tore through the pocket. So the sweatshirt
Is an
was
Omega a
ruined.
digital watch or a?
No, it's
a regular watch.
It's a regular watch.
Yeah.
And the watch was smashed into
So
a
all the
million
glass,
pieces.
because I'm gonna say it's like glass and everything.
The glass
right?
survived, but
Okay.
the buttons were all smashed in and destroyed. It cost almost as much as a new watch to get it fixed.
Oh, you actually were able to get it fixed? I was surprised. I would
Well,
think
yeah,
that's just
they put all the pieces back together.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of them were new.
but it's all
probably
like
all of
chunked
them.
up. It's all
So I lost both of them.
yeah. Well, it's just one
So
of
now
those.
I'm angry at the watch. Every time I put it on, I'm like,
Yeah, well, that's my thing is getting angry at inanimate objects like it's their fault.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you tell me you were in the pocket? God damn it! This could have been avoided in some way. It's always the worst is when it's like something that you were looking for a while. You know, like one time I was trying to find like some. Like, I think it was like a parking ticket or whatever. And I'm like, God damn it, how am I going to pay that fucking parking ticket? And then by the time I found it, I'm like, fuck. And now it's expired. So now I owe more fucking money and I can't read it. And I had to fucking. I'm dealing with, man, actually, I'm having a parking ticket situation right now. What the fuck is with tickets in this state?
what are you doing? Where are you parking?
No, it wasn't a parking ticket. It was I blew through a stop sign.
That'll do it.
Did I mention this?
No.
Yeah.
When?
Yeah, no, I did. I mentioned this on the show when I said like cops not minding their own business.
Oh, yeah,
or whatever
yeah.
else.
Yeah.
And then I went. They go, okay, well, you got to go to the courthouse to give them proof of insurance, right?
Yeah.
So I go all the way to the courthouse.
And they won't sign it.
They go, well, no, he goes, oh, your ticket's not in the system. And I go, okay, well, can you give me something that says I came here to do my ticket? And he goes, no, you have to wait. And I'm like, the ticket expires in like a week. He's like, well, maybe they won't send it in. And then literally the day before it expires, they send me a fucking letter that goes, we've extended your ticket 2 months.
Thanks.
And I'm like, oh, thanks. Thanks for sending me this after not registering it. And I already went all the way to the fucking courthouse. Thankfully, I didn't lose that in the wash. Anyway, that's my problem that I thought I would be able to elaborate on, and I realize now.
What else have you lost in
it's
the
a
wash?
dead end.
The watch was my worst. Do phones still go? Do they survive in the wash anymore?
Well, luckily, I've never put a phone through the wash, but no, I can't imagine it would survive
Pagers used to get. I went through
I
a lot
remember
of
my dad
pagers.
losing some pagers. You had a
Yeah.
pager?
Oh yeah. Oh, shit, man.
How long did you have a pager for?
Till they ran out. Till it was like phone time.
You're not that much older than me, and you had a pager?
There was an amount of time where every teenager had a pager.
Really?
Oh, it was awesome. That was the peak of technology. When you could get paged
Yeah.
with some code shit, 143.
I mean, my dad had a pager. I would always tell my dad to like pick me up, send him a page or whatever. But I don't remember paging another kid.
How old were you? Because we were
14 or something.
yeah, we
then?
had cars by then.
Yeah.
And jobs. So
Did you guys have codes to like?
yeah, you are gay, stuff like that.
Pager man. All right. Wow.
I wish I could have that back, actually.
It does
Page.
feel, it is one of those stupid things where they go, I think we were actually more connected before technology.
We were definitely more connected.
Yeah, because you had to actually like talk to people in like a real way.
And then the two-way pagers came along, and you're like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't want that shit. You could feel it right away, like, nah, I don't want that. I'd like to get notified if someone's thinking about me.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to reciprocate.
It was fun, all the workarounds we had to find to communicate, like using, what was it, Star 16? And what was the one where you could send a collect call to somebody, but it would just be, Mom, pick me up at the mall?
I had a baby eats a boy. Yeah, we had a baby eats a boy.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Payphones. They still got one. There's like a famous one in L.A. somewhere, like up on the mountain or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like the last payphone.
Just for fun?
It still works, apparently.
Oh, I don't know about
It's
that.
fascinating.
Okay.
That's my
Is that your problem?
Putting stuff through the wash. Nailed it.
My problem is cynicism.
Cynicism.
Look at this. I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you this picture, and you tell me what feeling it evokes in you.
All right.
Brain cancer kid, Secret Service.
Mm-hmm. Does he actually have brain cancer? Oh, he had brain
Have you listened to him
cancer.
talk? Here he is.
Yeah.
Look at this poor bastard.
Oh,
Look at this.
I can't believe it.
What about this?
Trump makes 13-year-old cancer
Survivor,
survivor.
a
Oh, I
Secret
thought they were going to
Service
say they
agent.
make him give a speech or something. Like he was forcing him to do something.
No, he's doing interviews.
Yeah, I saw. He's a charismatic young individual.
And he
right?
says that he's telling his girlfriend to hit the bricks when he gets home.
Yeah. Because now he's a Secret Service agent. He can get anyone he wants.
Yeah, and he's going to be on your bumper,
Yeah.
abusing his power.
And cynicism would be to say this is stupid.
This is great, right? This poor kid, he's an asshole. He's got a number of brain cancers.
You're right. Okay,
And
so
look at this.
Yeah.
What you see here is a black dad
yeah. Okay,
who gave him the strength
so
to
like
fight his cancer.
Okay.
And Trump's honoring this brave young cancer man.
yeah, why is he doing that?
Because he hates cancer.
He hates cancer that much.
Because he's a testament
Biden
to the
hated
American
cancer a lot. That
Yeah,
was like a
Biden
big
said
thing for
some
him.
gibberish like, I'm going to cure
I'm gonna
cancer.
cure
That's
cancer.
stupid.
Trump's
Trump
just
said,
like, I'm going to give this kid a
you fought cancer
a
yourself.
badge.
I'm going to make you. Trump said you can't
Well,
be any worse
first
than
of all,
the woman.
ACAB, all cops are bad. So that's why one reason my liberal self
Secret
has
Service,
to hate
though,
this kid.
he's not a cop.
That's true. It's a worse cop. They can't even do anything right.
And then Trump says, here he is, this little fucking weirdo. And at first you're at home and you're thinking it's like a little man. Like, why is this little
Yeah.
weird-shaped man getting an award? And then that
I'm
other
still
man,
thinking that. Yeah, I
picks
want
him up.
I want to know why.
the guy picks him up, and you're like, oh, maybe it's that guy's son? Or that guy's just holding up a tiny man?
Right.
No, it's a little boy.
So this
he
was
just looks
this was
messed
during
up.
the State of the Union, right?
Yeah.
So this is where the president tells us
Yeah.
what's going on in America, his plan for the country.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
And reminds us of our values. You know?
Oh, is that what that is? This is reminding us of our values.
Yeah. If
If there's a kid with cancer, we can give him a
kicked
fucking
by cancer, we're gonna make him a Secret Service agent.
That's cool. Hey, is the government gonna pay for his cancer care? No. You guys got to pay for that.
Still, he's a hardworking kid. He's not asking for handouts.
Can he get health insurance from the government for that? No.
Secret Service, yes, he can.
Secret Service,
he's got a job. He's got a
Right.
job.
Now he has a job.
So he can.
I would just say, look, I understand when the new Marvel movie comes out, Chris Pratt goes to the hospital dressed as fucking Star-Lord.
Do you like that or not?
Yeah, whatever. That's fine. Okay, because he's promoting
Chris
a fucking
Pratt,
Marvel.
Christian, also
He
conservative
is.
male.
Have you seen he's been doing like scripture commercials or something?
Has he really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
I saw clips of Chris Pratt. He's like, "Oh, hi, I was just reading my Bible. If you'd like to read along with me."
What?
Yeah.
Like
and,
Emmett from the Lego movie?
Well, he's not as Emmett. It's as Chris Pratt.
Kids don't know that, though. They think it's Emmett.
Whatever. He's allowed to do. I mean, the reason I saw it was because somebody was saying, "Oh, I can't support Chris Pratt anymore," and I'm like, "What? If he was any other religion, you wouldn't care. If he was like a Muslim guy being like, today we're gonna read the Quran, you'd be fine with it."
I caused a big fight because some girl, we were out, and
Yeah.
one of the women there said, "Isn't that horrible how he left his wife because they have an autistic kid?"
Is that what?
And I
That's
said,
not what
that's
happened
not what happened
at all.
And she goes, "Well, he could have." So that's not.
No, I saw a tweet
What are you
today
talking
that was
about?
like, can you believe he thanks his wife for giving him a healthy son, implying that his
The other one
autistic
was
son
a
isn't
dud.
healthy? And it's like, that's not what that means when you say, she gave me a
They
healthy
hate
boy.
him. They hate him. You know who hates him? Cynics.
Cynics hate
Cynical
him.
assholes.
Yes, I
Look
agree.
at something like, wow, I'm glad that my son's healthy, and think this motherfucker is saying that women are retarded and shouldn't be in politics.
I just think there's an appropriate time for certain political gestures,
like this one,
Like
like giving this little retarded
I just
kid.
don't understand what is the theme. What does this pertain to?
Hey, we gotta
Ameri-
get these retarded kids.
He's not retarded. Is he retarded because he had brain cancer?
Let's see the way he moves. Okay, so then Trump gives him some dumb Secret
Yeah.
Service thing, and for
If
some
he's
reason,
retarded, that's extra bad because Trump's cutting all the fucking education department shit for retarded kids.
what do they need education for?
We can just do
They,
this.
they know what their dicks. They know where their dicks are. Here he is.
Always dreamed of becoming a police officer.
No nonsense. Look at him. Yeah, holding up gang
Is he doing
signs.
Diamond Dallas Page? There he is.
That other man is holding him up.
Hey!
Standing strong.
Hey!
That guy's wearing a do-rag to the...
My stocks are down so fucking hard. And I gotta watch a bunch of Republicans clapping because a kid doesn't have, I'm glad
And
he
that's
doesn't have
all you'll see.
cancer.
And that's all you'll see because
just-
the other guys aren't. They're sitting on their hands. What's happening here?
The whole country is falling apart. I don't need to see a fucking cancer kid get a badge.
Oh, I didn't get to see.
But in 2018,
I didn't see the liberals. Fuck. Where are they? Where are they?
I know.
show
Well, the
'em.
Democrats are being
You know that they're not clapping though,
pussy
right?
weirdos. They have like little signs and they dress the same or something.
Look, they're all sitting there
okay.
being angry
The
at the
only
little
thing
black...
I want from the State of the Union is like, here's what I'm going to do about inflation. Here's how I'm going to bring rent prices down. Here's how I'm going to deal with fucking Al Qaeda or whatever the fuck.
That little
Little
showing
boy's gonna
compassion
kill all
to
the
little black cancer.
I don't
brain
want.
cancer
That's
kids
the
is how
last thing
that's
I'm
gonna do
worried
that.
about in America is showing more compassion to cancer kids. If anything, we've been showing too much compassion to cancer kids. All right.
Ah, you gotta.
We've had Make-A-Wish forever, okay? Although that
Yeah.
organization kind of... I told the story about how Make-A-Wish fucked my buddy, right?
No, literally.
All he wanted was a big screen TV back when big screen TVs were like $2,000.
Like the old 3-tube ones.
Like
Or
right when the first
LED
like
ones?
the first HD TVs were coming out, and he was like a big gamer. He's
Man,
like,
that was an annoying time when you had to be like, it's OLED or
Yeah.
LCD or plasma.
is actually bad. The plasma is good.
Like, man, fuck off.
So my buddy wanted a big TV, and then
Mm-hmm.
his cancer went into remission. They said, "Well, your cancer's in remission. You don't get a TV." He's like, well,
old was he?
I feel like he was like, we were in high school, so he must have been like 15, 16 or whatever.
Okay.
He goes, well, I know it's in remission, but like it could come back. And they're like, it's not coming back. You don't get a TV.
Yeah.
And then he fucking died.
Of cancer?
Yeah, and he didn't get a TV. And he died of an infection on the operating table, but that's the same as dying of cancer, right?
On operating for cancer?
Yeah.
It came back that quickly?
Whatever it was, they opened him back up. He got an infection. He died. And I just remember thinking, you couldn't have just bought this kid a TV, man. Like, of all he wanted before he died was to play Final Fantasy on a real big TV.
Which one?
And fucking
Which Final Fantasy?
I probably would have been like 12. I don't know, 10, 12, whatever came. He probably wanted to play the MMO.
10 would have been a good one. Yeah, 10 would have been around that time.
10 would have been right around that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And instead of the fucking penny pinching Make-A-Wish Foundation,
12 too.
I don't know. We really got to give them to the sickest kids, you know. It's a TV. You got all this fucking
one
money.
of them snagged that TV.
I know. That's
One of
probably
them
what
stole it.
happened. I remember him complaining about it. He goes, fucking Make-A-Wish fucked me. He's like, but at least I'm not going to die. And then he died.
Did anyone write a letter to the...
You want to know why I am a scumbag, though? You want to know why I am a scumbag?
Okay.
It's because
Why?
he was
Why?
the only kid I knew who had a Sega Master System.
Oh, you stole it?
No. But I just remember when he died, I'm like, I wonder what they're going to do with that Master System. I hope somebody gets that.
You know, I think we should normalize that.
If somebody dies being like, hey, I would like that thing of theirs.
Yeah, my grandpa died and somebody got his guns. They came in before he was dead. Like,
And
I'll
just,
just
like-
take these so nobody takes them. I'm like,
Yeah. Well, when my dad
That's
died,
a
there was
pretty
a
good
mad
move.
grab for a variety of things, including his ashes, which I, for some reason, don't have. So
do you want those?
I would like some, yeah, but apparently I can't have them, and that's a long
You want to
story.
steal them?
Let's not talk about it on the show.
I'm up for a...
For a heist, a
Heist.
classic heist.
This is a heist.
Yeah. If my father's ashes go missing,
You just
I had
replace
nothing
them.
to do
No,
with
no,
it.
no, no, no.
You
We
replace
replace
them. Yeah.
Actually, this is what we do.
I always said I wanted the skull. See, that was the worst part of my father's death.
Yeah.
Was that I didn't know they were going to cremate him. So I showed up to the funeral expecting a body, and they're like, "Oh no, he's in the fucking vase." And I go, hold on. I go, you guys didn't adhere to the rules. Firstborn gets the skull. And they're like, what are you talking about? I go, you don't cremate the whole body. You cut off the head. You give the skull to the firstborn, and you cremate the rest.
Yeah.
I didn't get my father's skull. It's bullshit. I should have that
You
hanging.
wanted that? You
Yeah,
let
I'd have it
ants eat
hanging.
all the meat
I want a
off it?
memento mori. I want to hang it over my mantle. Hanging above my magic card. I'll put it right above the bathroom door to ward off the shit spirits.
Is the ashes out in front of the church like the body would be?
No, it was inside the fucking funeral parlor.
What was
You're
the
saying where are
service
the
at?
ashes now?
No, I'm saying, well, I do want to know that. Here's my plan.
I don't know where they are.
Here's my plan to
exactly.
steal the ashes.
Yeah.
You trick the person
Mm-hmm.
into thinking that you've swapped the ashes,
Right.
right? So you get in there and you
It's
put
an Ocean's 11 type situation.
yeah, you scuff up the theirs
Right.
and you make a replica.
And then they take the replica thinking they've stolen
They
it
switch
back.
it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have the real ashes. You think that would work?
I'm just going to wait for that bitch to die, and then I'm sure I'll inherit the ashes at that point.
No, somebody's gonna toss them.
I really hope they don't toss them. I can't imagine that happening. Anyway, I just wanted the skull. I didn't get the skull. It's the greatest tragedy of my young life.
So this little beautiful little man
Right.
Didn't
Didn't get a TV, but
almost.
he gets to be a police officer.
He gets to be a Secret Service agent.
Yeah.
Democrats not clapping for some reason. People online. This is bullshit. This is
Yeah.
just
Why don't you bring out like a juggler, and then he could like
with brain cancer.
yeah, sure.
Juggle kids.
He can still juggle, and then we could clap for that. Why don't you bring out like a horse that has cancer? That's inspiring. What is this? It's just a fucking stupid. It's the stupidest, most transparent political stunt of going, oh, you guys think I'm a bad guy? I just made a cancer kid a cop. So who's a bad guy now, huh?
Yeah.
If Biden
You guys are molesting
if Biden
kids.
did this, you would be like, oh, that's stupid. That's dumb.
Because Biden would bring out like the fattest woman
Biden
you've
would
ever
bring out
seen
a
and
fat
feed her
trans kid
seconds.
and pay for her sex
Yeah,
change.
it would be like, look at this kid. We're gonna cut his dick off.
Yeah.
And you'd be going like, ah.
And I'd say, how come you're not clapping? They want to get their dick cut off.
No, he needs that dick.
That's what they want. And it
That's
would
what
make
they
them
would have
happy.
done.
They probably would
They would
have
have done that.
Normally, like when they do this thing, it's like you bring out like a soldier who did something.
That's
or,
why this
like,
was so great. That's what fucked them up. That's why Democrats were like, oh, yeah, we don't clap at these. It's awesome. It's like, no, that's not a soldier. That's like a little black
That's
kid.
a little kid, so they tricked him because it's a little black kid.
That's why I really think that's
Which
what
is the
happened.
liberal way. The liberal way would be to clap for a little black kid. So they probably were in a bit of a quandary there. All right. That's
Not
good.
one of them clapped?
It's a
what
good
the
goof.
fuck?
It's a
and none
good
of them,
goof.
like, no liberals are like, that was too far. We probably should have clapped for that guy.
I can understand a polite clap. I can understand it. Okay.
right, all
right. The kids. It's
Okay.
for the kid. It's for the
For
kid.
the kid, everybody.
The problem, though, is that, okay, I will say this, is that, like, when Chris Pratt goes visits a cancer kid, I don't feel like this is for Chris Pratt, you know?
It's for the movie.
I feel like maybe for the movie.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not connected to the movie.
like when Jimmy Savile would do it.
Isn't Jimmy Savile the pedophile?
Notorious pedophile, yeah. He raped every kid
Yeah,
that he
it's-
ever saw.
It's really bad. I don't think that. I think
Yeah.
that was for him. Yeah, that was definitely for him.
You gotta
That was
watch
not
it with
for
these
the kids.
celebrities that are doing it too much, though, you know?
I don't think that's a thing.
One or two.
There might be one or two, but I think you would get. I don't think in these days you could get away with preying on cancer kids. Back in the day, it was easier for a guy like Jimmy Savile.
I don't know.
The point is, look. It's like what?
Try to just loosen up. Just like say, hey, that's nice that happened for that guy. That kid.
But it's
Cancer
not.
sucks.
It's not coming from a point of like, and this is happening because of America and how great America is. It's coming
not?
from look at how great us Republicans are. Hey, you guys didn't bring a cancer kid up.
Why didn't you? Why didn't you bring? Hey, I got my own. We have our own cancer kid over here, and then you can wheel
that's-
him around.
yeah, how
why
about- okay,
not?
You know what?
Why not?
I think that should be the thing. Next year, for the State of the Union, whoever's in power
yeah.
gets to bring out, their cancer kid. And then, they do the rebuttal State of the Union.
We got
Whoever
two
finds
cancer
the
guys.
sicker kid.
Yeah.
Who's got the sadder story and
But
the
they
best
won't do that.
gimmick.
That's a great idea. That shows that you're thinking
Yeah.
correctly.
Well, you may have saw President Trump
Damn
made
it.
that cancer kid a cop. We made this one a general, and we're
general.
sending him into an active war zone to
sending him to
lead
Ukraine.
our troops. Yeah, exactly.
That'd be better.
That's way better than being a cop.
we brought his dog back to life.
Yeah, that would be good.
These are
We cloned his dead sister.
these are
So now his
non-cynical
sister's not
solutions
dead.
to these problems.
Yeah.
But saying you're just doing it for not good reasons, like no.
I think
no,
the problem
no.
is he started off. The majority of the speech was, look at how much the Democrats suck. You guys fucking
they won't
suck.
even clap for this retarded
You guys
kid.
are fucking stupid. And then he goes, hey, look at this cancer kid. You gonna clap for the cancer kid, you
gotta clap
retards?
for him.
You gotta clap, you morons. So he really kind of he really put him between a rock and a hard place, I tell you what.
It's dumb. Unforced errors.
Yeah, I would say political stunts is more the problem.
You think that's
but
a problem that this kid got? That's sad.
Well, he gets to be a cop. That's true.
yeah.
I'm sure
Gonna
he's
be on
very-
your bumper.
I'm sure he's very happy. Let's hope it's not one of those things where I hate how often it's like, a kid gets an inspirational moment.
Yeah.
And then like 5 years later, I got to see his mugshot and who he killed. And you go, God damn it, man.
Well, he's pretty messed up.
Yeah. I think that one's probably not going to do a mass shooting. There was that one in
He
Britain.
might, but
Yeah.
it's
What was that kid recently though? Who he I think he did like a school shooting in like Britain or something, or like a stabbing, and they like had like a video of him on the BBC, and he's like, "Oh, I just love being
Oh,
in
yeah.
Britain, and it's so great, and I
Yeah.
love learning." And then you're like, "Oh man, like these kids start off great." It's a problem in I think it's more of a problem in Britain though, where these kids, or maybe it's just a problem in the Islamist community, where these kids are just nice, normal kids.
something
it's-
radicalizes them.
Something radicalizes them.
Yeah.
They watch why is it so easy to radicalize these kids? They just send them videos and they're like, hey, Islam's the best, and we're going to cut
Because
the
their
heads.
dads are fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Their dads are in their face all
Yelling and
day.
screaming.
Yelling at them, yelling at their mom,
Yeah.
raping their sister. They're just really bad dads. And that's what happens.
I think-
Like, I'm pissed now.
Yeah, it's fascinating that you're like,
a lot of them.
he seemed like a
lot of
very
them.
normal kid, and then, well, now I got to go kill a bunch of people for jihad or whatever, and you're like,
Yeah.
or don't. Go play soccer.
Just
football,
relax,
as
man.
you would call it. Yeah, just hang out.
Yeah.
There needs to be I think we're going to stop Islamic extremism. We just need to show them hey man, you can just like jerk off and like you guys should drink. I know you're not supposed to, but just like try it, chill out.
So he got to go fuck himself. Try that.
Yeah.
Send a round of squad of guys to back you up.
What is like their like main? They're just angry, huh?
Yeah, because they get the shit kicked out of them
Yeah.
by men and weird shit.
Well, I would say the worst
communities.
problem is that we go to these guys. Is my problem radical Islam now? We go to these guys. We're like, hey, welcome to our like country. We kind of got stuff figured out.
Yeah.
White guys figured a lot of stuff out, but we're not saying we're the best
Try
guys.
Jesus out.
Yeah. Hey,
Don't do what you're doing.
Yeah. We got this whole society and like some rules. They're pretty reasonable rules. I go, we want to be able to like cut women's heads off. Well, you can't do that.
We tried doing that.
Yeah, it didn't work out
It
very
didn't
well.
work out.
We were drowning them, throwing them at rocks, whatever. Okay,
It sounds like a good idea, but
and it was fun.
it
Not
gets
gonna
out of
lie
control.
about that. It
Because
gets
you
out
know
of
how
control.
they lie, and they start doing the shit. They have more
Right.
time.
And there's
You know?
always one guy who likes throwing the rocks a little too hard, and you go, Mark, she's not even the one we're supposed to be stoning today. And he
Yeah.
goes, I just love throwing rocks at women.
Yeah.
It becomes a big problem. It really does suck that we've set up these like awesome, like not, we got problems, but it's like, hey, we got a pretty good society going here.
We did.
Yeah.
We did in the 90s, in the 80s and the 90s,
Yeah.
before.
It's still a lot
overrun.
better than a lot of other places.
You think they could save Europe? You think Europe could be salvaged? PI?
The way Europe, the videos I'm seeing where old guys are getting arrested for posting memes on Facebook, I'm going,
And just the demographics of Europe.
well, that it's like being taken over by various groups or whatever.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the numbers, but again, I do think that. Well, it's complicated. Let's put it that way. I just don't understand how you can't just go to people and go, look at how good you have it here. Why are you mad? And
Well, that's what they thought they could do.
Well,
That's what they thought they could
Yeah,
do. Let's
they
let
thought they
millions
could
of
do
these
that.
guys in and say, hey, look how great we have it. Just do this. And they would do it. Like they would hit us over the head with that every day in the 90s, 80s, and 90s. And it just didn't work.
Well, the actual problem is that you can't, and maybe this sounds insensitive, but it's like you do have to separate these people from their ideology.
They're
know?
dads.
They're dads.
Yeah. You gotta
and
kill the dads and bring the
dads'
kids over. That's
Crazy
fine.
religious ideas that came over.
Yeah.
Like you got to stop going. And diversity of thought is our strength. All these great religions or whatever, you can go. A lot of these religions are not great.
Yeah.
Some of them are fucking nuts.
Crazy.
And we should treat them the way we treat like a cult. And be like, that's nuts. Don't believe that, and you'll be way happier.
Yeah.
But you believe some crazy shit that is making you mad. Crazy shit.
Is that your problem? Do you have another problem?
I have another problem.
Okay, what's your
my
problem?
Dick, is the other day I'm printing some papers out.
Okay.
Very excited to be printing. And my printer keeps going, you're low on ink. And the worst part is, I can't even trust the fucking printer.
Yeah.
Because the whole printer ink scam.
Yeah.
I kept printing for like another 50 pages. Every time it's like, bro, I'm not going to be able to print it. You gotta.
That's it. That's the last one, and then you're cut off.
Done.
You're cut off. I'm like, I'm not fucking wasting even one drop of ink. I don't care. I don't care if I need to like put this on the paper and like
Yeah.
smear it to see what the letters were. I'm not getting ripped off on the ink.
They're fucking around.
No way.
I'm
There's
like,
no way.
What do you
I'm not
mean?
spending $60 this morning.
Right. Dude, so printer ink is the problem.
Yeah.
And they're fucking around. It's like, dude, you clearly have the ability to actually tell when it's empty, so stop showing me a little diagram of an empty ink cartridge with like a sad face over it where it's like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen if you print one more page. You better stop. You better replace that $60. And I bought a nice fucking photo printer too, so the ink costs a fucking fortune.
Why do you have a nice photo printer?
Because I'm doing like all sorts of graphic design stuff, so I need to be able to like make sure it
will
looks
print
right when it's printed out. Yeah, for like card game stuff and whatever else.
Okay.
Comic books. I'm also printing out replacement inserts for PS2 games, and you
Yeah.
want that to be high quality, of course. a bunch of PS2 games.
The manuals?
Not the manuals.
Does it say
but
like duplicate manual?
The DVD, like the insert.
Yeah,
where
the
it
insert.
goes.
Oh man, I remember having a template for that shit.
Yep.
Copying games and getting that sticker press on it.
It's actually
Having an
sad that the
X-Acto
repository
knife.
for them is like all low quality JPEGs. I'm like,
It
game
is.
community, what are you doing? Why do we not have HD scans of all of this shit?
Yeah.
They're falling behind.
I have a black and white printer.
Yeah, you do.
Everyone hates it
Why?
because you can't print like whatever you want.
Well, who else is using your printer to print whatever you want? Well,
No.
you could get a color printer for the lady.
No. I'm putting my foot
Put
down.
that on
I'm so
put it on
sick
your
of it.
baby registry.
No, baby's never going to know that you can print in color.
I'm not even gonna let the baby
Black and white.
see color
Yeah.
pages.
The baby's going to go
If
to
we
college
get
and
get
go,
a coloring book,
what the fuck is this? How
he's
did
gonna
you-
go. You're gonna go. Oh, where are the
All
crayons
gray.
for the kid? He's not allowed to color it. Yeah,
Gray
you
only,
get a black
black and
crayon.
white.
Make the page completely black. Save us money. Look, I mean, here's the problem with this problem is everybody knows it, and we've all just like kind of accepted it. There are like finally some lawsuits that are going like, what are you guys doing? So I had HP. I will never get an HP printer again because HP is the most fuckery of all these like
do
printing
you mean?
companies. So they would do this thing where they can't. I think it's illegal to say like nobody else can make a ink cartridge that fits in our
Oh
printer,
yeah,
right?
probably.
Yeah. So, there were guys who would make compatible ink cartridges.
Mm-hmm.
So you would put the, third-party ink cartridge in your HP printer, and here's how they would get you, is a little pop-up would come up that would go,
You're out?
hey, they'd go, we're not sure if this is an official HP
Oh,
ink
yeah.
cartridge. No, here's the thing. It gets even worse.
Okay.
We're not sure if this is an official HP ink cartridge. Is this an official HP ink cartridge? Are you sure? And in your mind, you go, oh, I should say yes because then it will use it, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell it it's
Yeah,
an official
yeah,
one. So you'd hit
yeah.
yes, and they go, we believe you've been tricked into buying a counterfeit ink. If you hit yes, it would say you have been tricked into buying a counterfeit ink cartridge pretending to be a real HP one.
So we're alerting
You had
the
to say,
authorities?
no, I'm using... I know I'm
counterfeit.
using a not HP one.
Yeah.
But by saying, yes, this is an HP one, they went, well, actually, it's not, so now you're not allowed to use it at all. They also just started making printers that would only take, like, HP. They added it after the fact with the firmware update. So you'd upgrade the firmware and it would go, oh, by the way, it only takes HP ink now, and you agreed to it in that little terms of service thing that comes along.
That's one of those problems where I'm thinking the developers either don't speak English or
For the printers?
yeah, they're not like American
Mm-hmm.
or they are just not afraid of getting killed.
They're evil. Yeah. It's
Like that's not something a normal person could be talked into. Like, hey, will you put a thing in there that says if they use the knockoffs, then
then we'll shut
Then
their.
shut
Then
the
either
whole
they can't
printer down?
print. Well, because their whole model is obviously that the printer is a loss leader, where they sell the printer for like nothing because the ink is how they make their real money.
oh, it is.
Yeah. Printers are like sold for under the cost it takes, or like at break even point. That's why
Yeah.
they always, whenever you go to the store or when you used to always see at Staples, it's like get a printer for $50.
Why isn't there one printer in the neighborhood? Just
Yeah.
one. Throw it out there in the middle of the street. Put it out like the water faucet or mailbox.
Well, I
Just
mean, the
print
tragedy
shit
of the
out.
commons. I remember when I was in school, I was always printing out too much stuff and
What were
getting
you
yelled
printing?
at. Well, mostly I was printing out game FAQs for no reason.
Those are huge.
I know, yeah. I was printing out like 100-page like walkthroughs of like fighting games.
In
and
what?
Shit.
And where?
Just at the library or whatever.
Oh.
And then I was like, oh, it's probably not that long. And then I would go up and I'm just like watching the librarian like watches like 100-page printout. And she's like, who printed this? And I'm like, I don't know, man.
Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball gift buying guide.
Well, I remember being like, this isn't that long. It's not going to be that big. And then I'm like, oh, shit, this is way more
That's so
pages than I
bad.
thought it was. That was pretty bad. There's a couple. One time I remember printing out an article from Something Awful.
Yeah.
And the librarian's like, who printed this out? I'm like, oh, I'm going to get in trouble because it's like racy or whatever. And she's
Yeah.
like, this is fucking hilarious. And I'm like, oh, man.
She did?
Yeah.
She's
I'm like,
grooming you,
Classic
probably.
internet. Yeah, she was grooming me. 100%.
Yeah. Wow. Can
I
you believe Low Tax is dead?
I've-
Brutal.
I mean, Low Tax fucked up a lot, but Low Tax
What
fucked
do you
up
think?
a
What
lot.
was his biggest fuck up?
Breaking Ties with Schmorky, of course. No,
Was that
Schmorky
the
was
diaper,
the pedophile. Yeah, no, it was probably beating all those women, I would say.
I don't know.
Allegedly.
If you would have beat him harder, he'd still be here.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, sure it is.
Didn't really seem to work out for him. I've said, in my
Can't take the kid.
there's to me there's like an alternate universe where all this like there should be a Newgrounds TV channel, like
Yeah.
all this fucking Sam Hyde should have a network sitcom.
He got fucked over.
There's an alternate universe where all this like internet subversive comedy was loved and respected for what it was, and was not just destroyed by the fucking social media gatekeepers that banned all of it.
Yeah, that's part of it. But these guys couldn't get shit done. Like I saw from the very beginning.
Well, they needed assist. They needed.
Their egos were just out of control.
Yeah.
Like, did you see Tucker Max's movie? I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell. Man, he had it. That movie should have been a blockbuster.
Yeah.
For the amount of people they had supporting it.
Tucker Max was huge at the time.
Yeah.
Because even I remember, and I was not a Tucker Max guy, but I remember everybody talking about him in that book and that movie.
Yeah, and it was just too much control. Like all these guys thought, well, I have success here, I can just move it on. I mean, I like the guy. I'm not shitting him, but the movie didn't do well.
There has been a long
problem.
history of dropping the ball. There was the Angry Video Game Nerd movie.
Yeah.
Was not good. There was a Red Letter Media's Space Cop was not good. And then Super Killer continues in the grand tradition of.
I hate to say Space Cop wasn't good.
Space Cop, I want to sit them down and go,
Do not put Patton Oswalt in this.
don't put Patton Oswalt in Mike.
Or kill him when he's on camera so you
Yeah.
get some publicity for your movie.
If one character is the goofy cop from space, the other character is the straight man. 100% normal guy.
No.
It's not two
I
goofy
disagree.
guys. Oh, Space Cop, I don't know what's going on. No, you just needed like a regular guy to go, okay, Space Cop, let's figure this out.
The buddy cop.
Yeah?
I think everything about it was.
I've only seen
the
clips
plot.
of Space Cop. I have not
You
watched
haven't seen the whole movie?
No.
We should
Everyone
watch.
has told me not to do it. For a
no,
bonus
it's
episode?
good. It's good. Everything about it is
yeah.
good except for the execution.
Interesting.
The clips
I've seen, I'm like, Mike, I feel like Mike's supposed to be the straight man here. Instead, he's going, "Whoa, Space
That's
Cop."
true. That's true. His acting is bad.
Yeah.
His acting ruined it.
Yeah,
A lot of it.
His acting seemed like way over the top and like
Yeah.
way too like I know
I'm
I'm doing a
doing a
character.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Somebody needs to believe they're a real person in the movie. But what are
that's
you
a
gonna
shame.
do?
Okay, wait. What was our problem?
Our problem was printer ink, which is very related to low tax and the death of the internet subculture.
We're stuck with these goddamn. That's the whenever they have a future movie
Yeah.
and all their shit's on iPads. I was like, there's no fucking. We're never getting that future. There's always gonna be some fucking printer jamming,
Fucking
and
around,
and being
causing
low on
trouble.
ink. Always. No, people are not gonna go into a world where they're like, oh yeah, look at my fucking screen.
Did you ever
Not
get your
gonna
ink
happen.
cartridges refilled?
I have toner now, which I don't even know what it is. The laser.
Yeah, what is the
I thought you
toner in
had a laser printer and it was lasted forever.
Yeah.
Because it's just using a laser to write the words.
Well, it's got to
But
have that
then
yellow ink to identify to the FBI. So there's got to
That
be
can't
something
be
in
what
there.
that's. Oh, I figured it would make little tiny burns.
Yeah, it probably
for
makes
that.
tiny little burns.
But then it's like your toner's low. I said, what do you mean? I thought it's a laser.
I don't know how it fucking works.
How does
man.
it not?
I just miss going to Fry's, by the way. I was a big Fry's fan.
Yeah.
I miss having a guy take a little needle and inject ink back into the ink cartridge and went,
yeah, I remember that.
I'm owning these motherfuckers at HP. I go,
Did you ever buy one of the kits? Get it all over your hands?
Oh, no, I never
wasn't
tried
worth
that.
it.
I remember that being a thing.
Eh.
I would have liked trying. I remember in the mall, back home when it opened up a printer ink replacement guy. I'm like, this guy's gonna make a fortune. This is the smartest man who ever existed. But nobody took advantage of it. People just like, for some reason, it's like the convenience.
Because they always fuck up.
Yeah.
Like they always, even the replacement ones, always are a little bit janky.
It's
and then if
true.
one doesn't work, you're like, there goes all my savings.
Yeah.
You know? So
I remember it being like, this is not working. They just put like a little sticker over it to seal it in. It should have been better
yeah,
technology.
they never figured it out. All right. It's a good problem.
With those photo printers, man, I got like 8 different ink cartridges for like each color. It's a nightmare.
You gonna print your zine on that?
I could print. No, I can't print my zine on that. It would cost me a fortune. Did I ever tell you about Mr.
Is it big?
What?
Like,
the print? Oh,
yeah.
it's huge. Yeah.
You have a giant printer?
I have a giant printer. Yeah. If you ever need to print something, it could print like.
But it's expensive too. Why wouldn't I just go
It
to
was
Kinko's?
expensive. Yeah. No, well, no, it is cheap. That's the thing is, I was going to Kinko's. It's cheaper than going to Kinko's.
How much is it?
The printer was
If I
like.
wanted to print a life size of me,
I don't know how to calculate the ink cost. I don't know.
you can't eyeball it. Like, how much would it cost to print one giant, like, stand-up size, full size of me? So I
$20
could stand in, like, with a gun, like
$20
Death Wish.
maybe. I don't fucking know.
$20. That's it.
Yeah, I would think.
How many of those can you print? I want a whole bunch of them around the house,
Well, that's the thing.
so that my girlfriend thinks she's
I don't know.
talking
We'd have to
me.
buy like a new set of ink cartridges to see how many of those we could print before the ink cartridge runs out, and that's how you determine what the cost of one of those is. You know?
Sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, well, I don't have any need to run that experiment. Like, it's
How
a
do you
completely
use it?
arbitrary. I just print, like, I just put the paper in.
Yeah, but how often do you use this monstrosity of printer that you have?
It depends on if I'm in the middle of a project and I got to print something out to fucking check the colors.
Like 50 a day?
I was when I was making the pogs and I had to make sure the yellow looked right. Okay.
What pogs?
The Super Killer
Pogs?
Okay, so I had
how
to
many
print
times
them
do you
out.
print that?
I printed like 10 different
10
test
pogs?
copies. No, like the whole sheet and whatever. I looked at it and I said, "Oh, that yellow doesn't look that good."
You printed it out to see that?
Yeah.
Wow.
You got to print it out to see what it actually looks like in person.
No. Just eyeball it.
No.
It's close enough.
I kept running it.
Can't you go to Home Depot and get like the Penta color or whatever and just say, okay, there it is?
No.
Why?
Wait, what? I would
Just
get.
go to Home Depot and get like the whatever the hex color is.
That's not how graphic design. Hex.
Or the Penta color. I know it has the ink. I know the ink has a name.
Did they
Can't
use
you just go?
They don't use the computer hexadecimal codes for the paint, do they?
No, but they somewhere prints it out on paper. You can go, oh, okay, that's what that is.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
I
a
want
big fucking mystery.
No, but like I want to see it along with all the other graphics to see how they like compare next to each other. It's a bunch of different
Can't you
colors.
just, like,
it's not
put
just
it together?
one color.
And like cut it out.
And also you got to like, with the comic stuff, I got to print it out because there'll be textures, and I print it out. I go, okay, if I print it at this size, it's gonna add this like banding wavy effect, so I can't use that texture there.
That's more work than I've ever put into anything. I think.
I'm retarded.
You just like eyeball it. Like, oh yeah, yellow.
I've tried. I am. A lot of it is eyeballed, yes. But then there's some stuff where I go, well, I just want to print it out to make sure it looks okay. And then like I had a guy doing the black and white colors, and then I figured out if I print them out, like
This black isn't good enough. This black isn't black enough.
No, it's that he used certain screen tone textures that were like little dots. You know how like
yeah.
Japanese comics will use little dots to like whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can't shrink it because it introduces this fucking like.
Squeezes together.
It squeezes together, and then you get this like
Yeah.
shimmering effect. And I'm like, oh, this is not going to be usable unless I printed it exactly that size.
You could find that out on like a dot printer though, like a laser printer, can't you?
Sure, that's true. I guess
Can
I could
you?
have used a
I mean,
laser.
I don't know.
Well, no, because then I don't know what high quality, whatever.
Go to Kinko's.
I could have gone to Kinko's. It just seemed easier.
Hey, take a picture of
Instead
it.
of running to Kinko's every time I need to print something, I just bought a nice printer. All right.
All right. Just seems like a big thing.
Yeah, I'm retarded. I
mean,
know.
I don't know. I got a piano. It's too big.
You do?
got
Will you
a
get rid of that
printer.
piano?
I don't know. It's taking up a lot of
It's
space.
like a grand piano. Can't you just get a
It's
keyboard?
big. Well, I have a keyboard, but it doesn't sound the same.
Get
Okay.
one of those ones that you can program in all the different things.
Get it pre-programmed. I do want one of those. I always get hit on Instagram with those little thumb keyboards.
Yeah. When you say thumb keyboard, like the little like MIDI machine kind of things?
Yeah. I've abandoned several shopping carts of one of those.
I bought one of those. You ever see the launch pad?
No.
I was really convinced. I'm like, oh, I can make electronic music if all I have to do is program all these buttons and press them at fun. I'm like, that'll be easy. You want it? I'll give it to you if you want to play around with it.
Yeah, sure. It's a launch pad?
Yeah,
Have you
shit.
ever used it?
Oh, man, there's this. What's
Have you ever
the name
tried
of the
to use
song?
it?
Yeah, I tried to use it for like 2 seconds.
Launch pad? Sign
Go
into
to
launch
videos.
pad MIDI thing? One of these?
Yeah.
And you haven't used it? This is like a
I
giant.
have like
how
an
big
old
is yours?
one though. It's probably that size.
16 by 16.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, it's quite a.
Well, because I watched a guy make a song,
yeah,
and the song was really good,
yeah,
and I was like, "Fuck, what was that song?"
yeah. They're good songs.
Yeah, it was really cool, and he was just like,
You could do it.
I mean, I probably could. I just never took the time. Sometimes you go like, oh, I'll take the time to learn that thing, and then I'm not gonna
anymore.
do that.
Okay, my problem is killing all the chickens.
But we got to kill all the chickens.
I don't know actually, and I can't get a straight answer from anybody.
Didn't Trump tweet? Or was it Trump tweeting that we didn't need to kill all the chickens? Or like somebody was calling Biden insane for killing all the chickens?
Yeah, which makes me think, all right, we probably should. They
I
probably
think
know
we
what they're doing.
I think we
killing
had
the
to kill all the
chickens.
chickens, Dick.
But then I went to the other side, and they're like, this is crazy. Next, you know what happens when you eat chickens? They die too. And I'm like, that's not really the point that they're making.
Right. So right now there's a horrific bird flu.
Well, yeah, but there's also a horrific killing chickens
Yeah.
epidemic where they're like letting that fog go over them and they're like steaming them alive to kill them.
I heard about the steam. Was there a video of the steam?
They're killing them in really exotic and painful
Well, how do you
ways.
want them to kill them? Shoot them?
Yeah,
So
like
the guy just goes in there with a machine gun?
uh,
I think that's better.
not boiling. I don't think that's the way.
I think the poison mist is probably the best way to do it.
Poison mist, yeah.
Either that or send them down a slide into a grinder.
I don't know, but nobody seems to be. Even the people that are saying we have to do this aren't
Yeah.
really saying we have to do this. Let's come up with a better way. That's why I think they're full of shit
I think
too.
that's a really good way. If you told me, hey, we're gonna kill these
no,
chickens.
no, not the way, but
Okay.
how many we're killing. Okay,
Okay.
listen, here's the stats. 150 chickens have been killed. 150 million chickens have been killed since 2022 because of the bird flu. 150 million. That seemed like too many chickens to be killing.
Well, how many chickens are normally killed?
I'm glad you asked, because I don't have that stat.
I'm glad
Even though
you
I
asked.
told the AI to give me that.
I would imagine. Let me think. How many chickens?
How many chickens?
How many
do you
people are in
think?
America?
27 to 40% of egg-laying chickens have been killed since 2022.
That's a good point,
That's
though.
bad. Okay, that's fucking
Yeah.
up. 40%?
Well, egg-laying chickens are different from chickens that you would consume.
Because they have the vagina?
I don't know if male chickens they don't use for anything, right?
I don't know.
Male chickens. Oh, you've never seen the video of how they sort chicks?
Oh, yeah. I have.
Yeah. So they go like, all right,
the
and if it's a
grinder.
male, they throw it in the grinder. Because the females are both either egg laying or can be fattened up to be sold at market.
Okay. 27 to 40% of egg-laying chickens.
I guess when I found out there's a machine that if you're a boy, it murders you, was part of the life of a chicken, I went, well, I have to abandon all ability to care about this animal because that's the most horrific thing. You know, at this point, who cares?
Yeah, but is this why?
It's already
Is this really
horrific.
why shit's so expensive? Because they're killing all these chickens?
Yes.
Eggs?
Yeah, why not? What else would it be?
Trump? I don't know.
The egg people do not want to make eggs unaffordable. They want to sell a lot. They already sell a lot of eggs. They're not selling more eggs at $10 a thing.
Okay, so this is a big problem.
The problem is that we have less
killing
chickens.
all the chickens.
Well,
is a big problem.
Well, the idea is that we're killing them so that the bird flu does not continue to rampage through that population. Then egg production can get
but
back
then
to
don't
normal.
we get like a one super chicken that doesn't get killed by the? Doesn't it?
Yeah,
work
we're
itself
gonna
out?
get one super chicken, but that can be handled and potentially recruited, made to fight in Ukraine.
This doesn't seem like a good plan. Is all I'm saying.
I think it's a better plan than any plan. You have not presented an alternate plan.
Don't do this. Stop doing this.
That's not a plan. That's don't do a plan.
No,
You can't say
that's
my
done.
plan is to not do your plan.
Well, no, you can. Yeah, this plan sucks. Don't do that.
I
Just
would-
like separate them.
How do
kill
you
the bad,
tell
let
if a
them-
chicken's sick? How do you tell if a chicken's got bird flu?
Is this a joke?
No, I'm serious. How would you know?
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like limping around or something.
So you got to spend a guy out there to look at 15 million chickens and figure out which one of them is walking weird?
Yeah, that's his job.
What if he misses
What?
one?
Well, that's too bad.
No, it's
It
not
can't
too
be-
bad. That means the bird flu keeps going. You got to
It
kill
can't be
all
that
of
bad.
them.
How come nothing else has this then?
How come nothing else has bird flu?
Like they're not killing all these cows because of mad
Yes,
cow
they
disease.
are.
No, they would only kill that one cow. They're not wiping out all cows.
I'm pretty sure that they killed a lot. I think they killed like the whole herd. If one of them got mad cow, I'm pretty sure.
What? Really?
I think so. I think it because it transmits through the feed. They would assume they're all infected at that point. I could be wrong. I don't know. I would rather not have to worry about, first of all, it mutating. Okay.
See, here we go. Here comes the bullshit.
Why is that bullshit?
Because it's like stuff that isn't happening.
Yeah, it's not like any diseases for animals have ever gotten into the human population. It's not like some gay guy in San Francisco said, I wonder what would happen if I import a monkey and fuck the shit out of it.
What's
and then
the
we
early
got
life on that guy?
on the AIDS guy?
Yeah.
We don't know AIDS patient 0. We never figured it out.
Really? No one's come forward? Satoshi
I
and
think-
AIDS patient 0. That's what we need.
Yeah.
What if they're the same guy?
I don't think Satoshi is AIDS
might
patient
be.
0. I do believe there's a gay guy out there right now who knows who AIDS patient 0 is and he doesn't want to say.
Because he's number 2?
Well, no, because he went to the
Number
party
1.
where they fucked the shit out of the monkey and then they all died. And he was the one guy who went, I'm not fucking, you guys are crazy. I'm not fucking that monkey.
It's really a fucking a monkey? It's not eating a monkey? Are you sure it's fucking a monkey?
You probably fuck it and then eat it after. You probably do both.
I don't know about that.
They've obviously been eating monkeys for like, there's countries
Eating
that probably
monkeys.
eat monkeys.
Yeah.
And they never got AIDS.
I guess that's true.
It's only once gay guys started having a real good time. They're like, you could, free love. It was the 70s. They're like, free love, you can do anything. I'm going to fuck a monkey. And they're like, oh, don't fuck a monkey. And they're like,
I know a lot
what
of
could
gay
go
guys,
wrong?
though, and they're the last ones that I would think would fuck a monkey. I would think a straight man would fuck
It
a
might
monkey.
have been a straight guy. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the story about
But
the...
you don't get AIDS from straight sex, though. So,
You can get AIDS from straight sex.
not really.
It's a lot harder. You really got
A
to
lot harder.
pour a lot of sand in there,
It's
as
a
the
lot
Africans are doing for some reason.
Yeah.
You got to tear something. What do you call it? Did you ever see the story about, I forget what country it was, where they had a chimpanzee prostitute and everybody was like, what the fuck are you doing?
So, is this monkey news?
They had they dressed it up like a lady and you're like,
Oh, they fucking did
Yeah,
not.
they did. You can find it. It's real bad. They had a chimpanzee prostitute and eventually, I don't know what happened. The government was like, dude, you could
How
not
would
have...
it be a chimpanzee prostitute?
Because they just put fucking lipstick and a dress on it, and there's a bunch of guys who are like, yeah, I'm fucking this chimpanzee.
What the chimp would fight them and kill them?
I think the chimp was probably into it.
I don't think so.
I think
Maybe
she-
once, not all day.
I think you could probably train a monkey to get
I
into
don't
it.
think you could do that.
Aren't there gay furry guys that train their dogs to fuck them in the ass or something? I'm not saying it's good, but I'm sure the dog, probably is like, this is fun.
40% of hens cut egg production by billions annually.
Yeah.
This is a big problem. I just don't buy it. Like, you have a system where you got to kill half the chickens? I don't think so.
Again, I'm asking what the
Try it.
Well,
Just
the
don't kill a
explanation
bunch
makes
of them.
sense to me. I understand being like, well, there's a horrific. I've watched enough virus movies to be
Exactly.
like, yeah, murder them.
Yeah.
It's the fucking Omega strain.
Larger flock sizes means more chickens. Okay, so how about cutting down on the farm size then? That's a plan.
We can't do that. We need those broilers.
No,
We need those eggs.
Well, let small farms do it. Don't let big farms do it. How about that?
This is a farming what? There's not enough small farms
Yeah.
making eggs.
Yeah, too many big farms.
Well, I have always watched those videos where people go, "Hey, I got a chicken lays eggs for me." I'm like, that's pretty cool.
You like those?
Yeah, but I
Do
don't
you have any around you?
I wouldn't want a chicken making noise. I've
all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
And they're always talking about it too.
With the people who
People
have
are
the
always
chicken.
talking about their fucking chickens.
Yeah.
Doesn't Tim Pool do that?
I think you can really only do that in the countryside where you got a big backyard and you can put the thing against the fucking fence and not hear
Yeah,
the
I think
chickens
there's
all
some
day
chicken
long.
people around here.
Yeah.
Every once in a while I'll hear one. I don't know why I don't hear it all the time.
And then I gotta. There is kind of a nice layer when you go to the store and you go, oh, this came out of a chicken's butthole, but I never have to see that chicken's butthole, and a machine washed all the butthole
Yeah.
off the egg.
Yeah.
so I can go. All right.
I don't want to.
There's
do
way
it.
less
I don't wanna
thinking about
imagine it
butthole right now.
coming out.
Yeah, then you got to go out there. You got to take it. You go, oh, this was just up inside this fucking thing.
And they're like small.
They are a little small.
Somebody told me you could go to Trader Joe's and get a fertilized egg, and then you take it home and put it in a heat lamp, and a chicken will come out.
I watched a video of a guy doing that.
It's true.
You can cut open the top of the egg and like put saran wrap over it and just watch the fucking chicken grow inside the egg.
Ugh.
Like a little fucking Yeah. You can see the fucking. Guado the reactor.
I told her that was impossible, but then I was wrong.
What? They sell fertilized eggs at Trader Joe's?
Trader Joe's, yeah.
Why?
That's what I'd like to know about it.
Why would you want a fertilized
Why would you want
egg?
this? I don't want to think. I don't want
That's
to do an
fucking.
abortion.
It's already kind of gross to be eating eggs. Honestly, I don't want to think about like, that
Sperm.
was gonna be a thing.
Okay. 13 million hens culled in November alone. That's too many fucking. That's too much.
All right, we killed too many chickens. I'm sorry.
Well, isn't it just going to get worse?
And
like
then
we got
I
rid
bring
of
in the
bananas.
problem of that human lives are the same as pig lives, and everybody thinks
That's
I'm.
not the life. It just seems wasteful. Like, why are you killing all these?
Yeah.
Something is wrong with the system if you're killing half the chickens and you don't really know why.
See, this is what always gets me twisted up. It's the same with the cancer kid. Is I go, look, I get it. I have empathy for the kid, right?
Yeah.
And I guess I have empathy for the chickens or whatever. But at a certain point, so many fucking things are dying all the fucking time for no reason that I'm like, what am I actually supposed
It's
to
not
care
empathy
about?
for the chicken. It's retarded. Everything's expensive, and you're just poisoning half of chickens? Why? That doesn't. Is anybody
a purely
anybody
economic
running
argument?
this? Like,
Yeah.
is anybody paying attention
God,
to this?
God's running it.
Everybody in here is like, well, there's half the chickens. Oh yeah, whoops.
God poisoned all the chickens.
Nothing
and
we
it's
can do
our
about it.
job down here on Earth to do His will and cull the herd.
It just seems retarded. Doesn't seem retarded to you? Eggs, $1 a piece. That's fine.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not buying a lot of eggs. When I went, I
should.
bought
It's
eggs.
healthy.
I eat eggs. It was like $8. I went, all right. Eggs are more expensive. I'm also one of these guys. I don't know.
We got to hear about eggs all the time now because they're.
When the price of
Milking
gas
chickens.
goes up, do you really lose your mind?
I don't lose my mind. It annoys me.
It's annoying, yeah. Like when it's like $5 a gallon. I'm like, that sucks.
Yeah. So they're just dumping half the gas out because it could be poison, basically.
It's just one of those things. Like it ebbs and flows. Like the economy sucks. I'm way worried about more shit.
Like what?
Like fucking Trump's crypto reserve tanking the crypto market for some reason. No, I wasn't holding a bunch of crypto.
You weren't?
No. I know you're a crypto boy.
What are you saying?
You having a lot of fun over there?
I don't care.
Yeah, that's good.
Why? It's not down that much.
It came back a bit, yeah.
What's down? Bitcoin?
A lot of stuff's well, I was all happy about my chain link being up, and then it came around
You
and
don't
fucking
even know
down.
You don't even know what it's
I know what it
for.
does. It's on the DeFi Oracle node, and you swap it, and you spit it,
Yeah.
and you verify the transaction.
I forgot what the voicemail line is for here.
Oh, how to get to the voicemails?
Yeah, I don't think it's that.
Well, guys, don't forget to check out our new bonus episode, Biggest Problem in Sports, at patreon.com/biggest problem.
Is it this?
We should do a new bonus episode very soon, and hopefully we will. I want to thank everybody who's been making clips
Yeah.
and shorts.
How are they doing?
I don't know. I've been checking in. I was busy watching my own YouTube channel fail. I have a new video in the tank.
I saw that.
It's fine.
I felt bad.
Don't. It's you know what? It's for my Patreon followers. So as long as they want it and they paid for it, so they get it.
I saw somebody post on your new video.
Yeah.
Wow, it's so great to see you back posting. I don't want to watch this Marvel stuff, but
Yeah.
it's really good to see you posting again. And I said, what a horrible comment.
Well, if anything,
You went out of your way to say, hey,
I don't wanna
I'm
watch
so happy
this.
you're back. I'm not watching this video, but I'm so happy to see you again.
I think the audience tastes might have moved. I don't know what people are in. Well, I have talked to some guys, and I did have some new editors help me out with that one. So we might be able to make more videos. We're talking about making another one that will be maybe food related. I know we've talked about making food videos in the past.
What's going to happen with the Star Wars is dead people. You guys can't just make movies suck anymore.
Right. It's over.
Movies are good now.
Well,
They're going back to being good.
like maybe. I don't know. Some of them.
Yeah.
I think just the audience doesn't care anymore. It's like, who cares about any of this shit?
There's not like a big hater audience anymore.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
I still
even
find
that-
it. I still find it interesting, to go like, what's wrong with the movie? So I have fun picking that stuff apart. But
Maybe. Are people
I don't know
gonna
if there's
like
a big.
that?
I don't know if there's. Well, some people get views on it.
Snape is black now, and people didn't even give a shit. Like
Yeah.
it seems like the pop culture guys are kind of going through the motions.
I think also like Star Wars had a longer shelf life, so like I could put out a video about a Star Wars movie and I could spend time on it to make it like actually like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems for like these small Marvel movies, like either you put it out the day the movie comes out, or like it's over. Nobody cares about talking about it anymore.
Or before.
Yeah, which doesn't fit my style because I'm like, oh, I want to cram all these jokes in and little fucking things because otherwise I don't care about it.
sucks.
What's the point? What's the point of the video? The video's not even interesting or funny. It's just me going, oh, it fucking sucks in front of a webcam. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
So I might move on to topics that are not time sensitive.
food.
Yeah, exactly.
always-
Like I can always just talk about. I have a video about In-N-Out fries that has been in the work for a long time.
Okay. That's good.
Why?
Maybe that fucker
The
will wanna see that.
scientific reason In-N-Out fries are the worst in America.
Hater movie. Okay.
Well, what? They're terrible.
Oh, they're not terrible.
In-N-Out, you
fries
like
are
In-N-Out
great.
fries?
Yeah, they're good if they're well done. Well, not too well done.
I'm going to use this clip in my video. So thanks for the soundbite.
They can go wrong.
They are always wrong. Everything about them is wrong. I think I've discussed why they're wrong, but I don't want to spoil the video
don't spoil
now.
your video. Okay.
It's
Hey
not
guys,
the
the
oil.
biggest problem in the
It might
universe
be the oil.
is long song intros. Like, I get it, once in a while, that's cool. Have it be the first song on your fucking album, but I don't need to be 3 minutes into a song that's a fucking banger before it actually starts to get good. Like, listen,
What song are you
Tool
talking about?
and fucking all
Talking
these
about
other
Tool.
bands are like, it'd be really great if we had 3 minutes of shit, especially when it comes to stingers, bits, and parody.
We have a lot of that.
Fuck, we get it. Have it be a separate
We've had
track.
a lot of
Have
those
your
problems here.
fucking 5-minute think piece be a separate fucking track, and then let me listen to the good shit without having to fast forward. Fuck you guys.
Is there a good
Next
long intro
Friday.
to a song?
Yeah.
I can't think of one. Freebird is kind of long, but the whole song is long.
I'm trying to think what songs have. You know what I think sucks is when a song has a great intro and then the singer sucks. And you're like, man, the
Hot
intro to this
Town
song
suck.
was awesome.
What, like what?
There's like a couple bands that I can't remember where I'm like, I really like the intro to this song. But then the guy comes in and I'm like, fuck this shit.
All I listen to, it's just everything I listen to sounds just like a mush now.
I don't even
So
know what
know.
music you listen to.
Me either, man.
Hey, what's up, Dixon Beats? If I'm going to give a problem, it's going to be that it's too hard to explain to
Yes.
someone why Severance is a good show. It's just like, just watch it, motherfucker. Just trust me. I've given you only good advice before. Just trust me. Anyway, what I'm really calling about is predictions to Severance.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be fucking wild, but I want to get it on the record. So the big questions are, what the
He's
fuck is
spoiling
Cold
the
Harbor?
show.
To watch season 2. It's so important that Cold Harbor gets done.
cares?
What the fuck is up with
I
the
might
pod
watch
people?
Severance.
Why is everybody fucking pod people in this company? And thirdly, how does the company even make money? Right? So those are the
How is it 2
All right,
minutes
man.
long?
You go make the video essay.
What do you mean,
This
why is
not-
everyone pod people?
This is not your video essay channel. You go make that yourself. It's ranting
That's the whole
about
point of the
Severance.
show. Okay.
All right, so Dick yelling at Vito gave me like flashbacks to Dick yelling at Asterios. We're talking about personal
Yeah, me
stuff,
too.
and what's
But he
funny
actually talked
or
about
weird,
personal
I guess,
stuff.
I don't know.
My
Well,
understanding.
Is like years ago when that happened, I went on Reddit, the Dick Show subreddit, and asked what the actual like gossip was because no one ever said what it was on the show, like specifically. And someone said that the gossip was that 80s girl was actually a dude.
That's how
like
she
that
got
was
pregnant.
true, yeah,
that's
Implanted
how
monkey
she got
womb. The big. Look, I've been very good at keeping things personal. I've never mentioned the full inflatable latex cow outfit. Of course, I've kept that close to the chest. I'm very good at keeping. I don't even know any secrets about you. I don't think there's anything for me to spoil. Let me think. What personal?
Yeah, no, don't
biggest
think.
problem
That's the
in the
problem.
universe, especially right now, is liberals thinking they're smarter than conservatives.
Oh.
Especially when they bring up, like, trans. Like, you guys are really think you're smarter than us, and you think there's, what, like 27 genders?
Wow, that is the worst voicemail ever. Are you kidding me? That was
Don't you think
you
that
liberals think you're so smart, but you guys think there's more genders.
Do you see
Yeah, I
liberals
know.
going like? Does it seem like they're fixated on saying like Elon is dumb? Like Elon's actually really dumb. Trump's actually really dumb. I'm like, what does that matter? Why are you guys so fixated on those two guys like being dumb? What do you mean?
Well,
Like,
I think
what does that do for you?
I think the focus is always on your political opponents. You want to portray them as incompetent, because then people don't vote for them. I mean, that was a big thing with Joe Biden. Look, he's falling apart. He's stuttering. He's sniffing everything.
Doesn't it seem kind of weird though? It doesn't seem weird to you?
I think
that they're always focused on
all
that.
politics is trying to convince everyone else the other side is dumb.
But
That's the
normal
whole point.
people, like normal like streamers, are saying actually he's a really dumb guy. Like, all right.
Well, Elon Musk.
Really?
Elon Musk's intelligence is interesting because, okay, remember how they always said Trump was playing 4D chess? And you're like, okay, calm down, Scott Adams. I think Trump sometimes just says things because they're funny or in the moment.
Yeah. Not everything.
Elon Musk is a guy where I go, okay.
You're like retarded, right?
Well, I think Elon Musk is to me what I am to you, which is this guy playing me? Is this like a long con? Is this guy like a secret master manipulator?
I don't think that.
About me or about anybody?
About either of you.
Okay, but let's be clear. Remember when he bought Twitter and everyone's like, what a fucking idiot, right? He's going to lose all this money and it's a complete waste.
Yeah.
And now he's literally
running the government.
Yeah, he's the second-hand man of the president. And I think there's a direct line from buying Twitter to that.
It's a rough purchase, though.
It's a rough purchase, and I don't think he was able to anticipate that, but I do think he has made moves where I'm like...
That's a smart move.
He's made moves that I go...
A little bit of
that's
luck.
pretty... Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you did have to win the election or else you'd be bankrupt.
Dude, if they didn't win the election, like...
Prison.
Dude, it was a long... Man, what a crazy... Or Trump almost died.
Yeah.
Somebody shot at him.
Yeah.
Like, we are in a splintered
so he can't
timeline.
be dumb. Like, calling
Elon
them
Musk
dumb is always so tiresome. Like, I don't even think you guys believe that.
There's different types of dumb, though, where you go like, why do you think you can convince Kanye to not hate Jews? Stop. It's Kanye.
Yeah.
He's a black man who heard something about the Jews once.
Because every Jew around him has tried to put him in a mental asylum or
I wonder why.
Well, you're not convincing him.
Hey, Kanye, you should take this medication. It'll probably like stabilize you.
And if you don't,
and if you don't,
I'm gonna put you in prison forever.
I don't think that was ever on the table.
Yeah, that's what that one guy said. The same guy that caused the same weird personal trainer that caused a bunch of celebrity like meltdowns.
It was a personal trainer.
Some kind of personal doctor. I don't know.
Wasn't it Ari Emanuel he hates or whatever?
He hates him too.
We gotta have a guy on the podcast. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell his Ari Emanuel story.
Oh, here we go. Finally, I need a bingo card for me.
Oh, for a classic
This is
line.
gonna be a burn.
This is how I know Dick is a great guy. 80s girl's pregnant, so she can't have her periods, so Dick is having them for her.
Period.
What a womanly performance, Dick! I
it was good
Vito
until that.
More and more every week. Late comic be damned. At least his bitching is childish, and he knows it is.
The period line.
It was a great another classic spat.
Mad over. Oh, here we go.
I had a bunch of stuff.
Biggest problem in the universe is people getting mad over little insignificant things.
Mm-hmm.
Case in point, when Dick Masterson got mad at Vito for talking about his Pokemon card selling. Come on, man. Like, we haven't been making fun of Vito's fat-ass, disgusting face, gut, and head cheese this entire time. And ridiculing him on Super Killer, which we already know is not going to come out.
It is coming out.
Come on, Dick. What are you going through detox or something, man?
Yeah, I should go through detox. Oh, yeah, the same guy left another one? No.
Is it
it's
the
a
same
different
guy? Look, everybody loves the show.
Hey, Dick. Hey, Vito. This is Lucky.
Too
And
much.
the biggest-
What are these wall of texts, man? 30 seconds, perfectly. Here we go.
Honestly, the sports betting thing is so fucking stupid. Obviously, all my friends are addicted, but the funniest thing is that one of them, or Disney Plus, when I was like playing stuff on it, like all I get is like sports betting ads,
That's
and I was like,
crazy.
okay, it's probably
On
because
Disney
it knows
Plus?
that like I'm an adult or whatever. But my cousin, her kids, she was like, yeah, we had to get the ad-free version of Disney Plus because it just kept showing them like sports betting ads in the middle of Bluey.
Wow.
What
That was
the
kind of
hell?
everywhere and very annoying.
Dude, that's not cool. You can't show gambling ads on fucking kids' networks.
It's doors are off on sports betting. It's like totally fine.
I don't
totally
see it because
legal.
I'm not into sports, so, but I know
Do you watch a lot of ads?
Yeah. I'm trying to think what I've been getting ads for. I just get ads for fucking. Actually, I'm like, they do that. What were we talking about? Try not to come challenge or whatever.
You get a lot of those ads?
Yeah, but then I go, that's Gwen 10 from fucking Ben 10.
I could
And the
not come
reason
to
she's named Gwen 10 is
that
because she's 10. How are you doing an ad for like 10-year-old hentai on
Pedophiles.
fucking YouTube? That's fucking crazy.
Okay. Did we make our goal?
I'm sure
Did we make
made
the?
our
Did
goal.
we make the?
I'm sure we made
Did
it.
we make the
We
goal?
made the goal.
We did make the goal.
Okay.
We did make the goal.
Here's how long is this video?
30 minutes.
There's no way we can watch a 30-minute video on the stream.
That's all we should have done today.
We're not. We should make it a bonus episode.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, dude, it's gonna like.
You want to watch a bonus episode of this?
I don't know, but like, how are we gonna get through a 30-minute thing? That's like a whole fucking thing. You want to watch like 5 minutes of it at a time?
Oh.
But you want to watch the whole video is the
You
problem.
want to do a bonus episode?
I don't know, man. Like, because it's so long.
It is long.
30 minutes of us pausing it is going to take.
It's going to take forever.
2 hours.
You want to do it tomorrow?
Yeah, I could do it tomorrow.
Oh, no, you could?
Yeah.
Okay, think about it. Let's think about it while we do the super chats.
I feel bad that everybody super chat, but you'll at least get it as a bonus episode, and then it'll be a whole thing.
You gotta,
Buyer
you really
beware.
gotta be careful.
This
you
was
know,
Dick's
giving
stupid. Dick is the
money.
one setting up these super chat.
Well,
fucking
I didn't think we'd hit
challenges.
it, so it's
Should
not
we
my
watch part
fault.
of it? I feel like we're dick teasing them. Can we watch
We
like
gotta
a minute?
watch. Look,
Let's watch like a minute. Let's watch like a couple minutes.
if there's gonna be multiple parts of
Parts.
this,
I'm just saying, like, what are we gonna do? Sit silently for half? It's a half hour.
what do you mean sit silent? Oh, you mean there's gonna be?
Because
so
I'm
many
saying there's gonna be so
interruptions.
much to talk about.
Oh, you're making a lot of sense.
You want to try to watch like 5 minutes of it, and then we could.
But then we're gonna be so amped up to watch it.
I can't be here for another 2 hours because I will like pass out.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
problem.
Okay.
So
Let's do a bonus
we'll
episode.
do a bonus
of it.
episode.
This is such a I was so excited to watch it.
If you send us
And
a
now
super
you're-
chat and you're not a patron, maybe you can send us a DM and we'll link you to it.
No, if you're not a patron, you don't send them any links.
I know.
You don't get to watch it.
I didn't realize it didn't make any sense anyway.
Okay.
I'm not trying to like be unreasonable, but I'm like, we'll be here for another 2
You're
hours.
breaking my balls here.
And honestly, I feel like I need to like prepare myself for
the Eric July shit?
Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah,
have the
okay.
right fucking energy levels for it.
Okay. All right. We can do
sorry.
a bonus episode. Vito says it. That's what we're doing.
I think it's going to be better. I think it'll be better.
I agree
we
with
can
you.
devote our energies to it.
Okay.
Coop for 50. Thanks for not killing yourselves. Vito's booty, por favor. Get super tips. Carl has your voice on it, Richard.
Oh, he does?
Oh, for super tips?
That's funny.
We had talked about looking into super tips. But there's like a lot of different services that do that, so I don't know which one. Then it pops up during the show. I don't know. LJ Clavarino for 2. Biggest problem is drawstring pants being annoying.
God, I got a knot in my drawstring sweat shorts.
You can't get out.
It's getting bigger every time. But you know what? The pants are finally not loose. So it's like I don't want to tamper with it because then the pants will fall down.
I bought locking. Instead of a knot, it's like a little thing that goes over the drawstring.
Okay.
And it like locks it where you want it.
Like a plastic thing?
Yeah,
like old Reebok, like old tennis shoes?
Yeah. I bought
those.
I bought a bunch of them. Stu K for 2. How much wood would a Vito Chuck? And then for 2, he says, Chuck dicks in my ass. Good one. Stu K for 2. When life gives you lemons, you eat them.
Eat them.
Classic. Strategy for 5. Okay, guys, make sure you get super chats in. Don't forget to vote on all the problems at biggestproblem.show. That's correct. Britsman for 2. Oh, and we will be at Hackamania, guys. Don't forget to get your tickets at Hackamania. You know, we're getting hotel rooms this time.
We are?
Yeah.
We did before. Oh.
Paid for.
Oh. Didn't you get paid for the last one?
I got paid money. I didn't get a free hotel room.
That's just how much I spent on my room. Are we getting free now?
Well, yeah, Melton said he's getting us a blocker of rooms, and he asked me what...
That's just money we don't get, though, right?
Well...
You just kept your money last time and freeloaded.
I mean, I could still do that, but then he said, if everyone's gonna be at the same... Was everybody at the same hotel?
No, last time it was all over the place. It was a big pain in the ass.
Yeah, well, if everyone's gonna be at the same hotel, then I want to be at the hotel.
Yeah, okay.
If everybody was everywhere else...
Yeah.
So, yeah, to my buddy who I thought I would be staying with, I guess. Although I might, if you're gonna be there a day early...
out.
I might go down on like you're going just Friday, Saturday, and coming back Sunday.
Yeah.
I might show up a day early, like Thursday.
Have fun.
I like Vegas.
Yeah.
I like driving around. All right. Britsman for 2. Dick more triggered by his hair than Vito is by fat. Techno Viking for 5. Can't make it a live show, Vito. Richard runs a service nerds pay for. You genuinely enjoy Evangelion. You are not the same. I'm not saying we're the same. LJ Clavarino for 5. Vito, do Dick a favor. Take home the TDS sex doll. It's a one-of-a-kind piece of TDS lore, and it'll be worth money someday.
In the trash after you leave.
Didn't the Maddox corpse go in the trash, too?
Yeah.
Good.
And the neighbors are complaining that I threw away a perfectly good mannequin. They didn't think, no, I heard them. But they were walking by, gossiping about me, and they said, you threw away a perfectly good mannequin. And I overheard it.
You could have gave it to him, I guess. Do they want a fucking mannequin?
I don't know. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
A perfectly good one.
Like, what am I known for throwing away?
As opposed to a half good. Oh, well, at least you threw a
It wasn't.
A shitty
The stomach
mannequin.
was all cut out, first of all.
Yeah, it was a fucked up mannequin.
And I don't see why it's... I don't see why it offends you that a mannequin is in the trash.
You're in a nice neighborhood. I can't imagine them caring about throwing. I see people throw nice stuff out here.
Who the fuck needs a mannequin?
No one. At all.
Well, that's what annoyed me about it.
Yeah.
It's like, what is...
That's a very bizarre thing to say. Of all the... Well, you know what? You should be happy that's the only thing they complain about.
It's not.
Well, okay. I guess
it's not.
Of all the things they complain about, that would probably be low on the list. Do you get in trouble with your neighbors? Every time I park, I always wonder if your neighbors are like...
I don't want to talk about
Terry
it.
Hesicles for 2. Big ups to our new trans guy friend, Tucker Dixon. For another 2. What time does Sean Connery show up to Wimbledon? 10-ish. That's a Sean Connery impression I was supposed to do.
No. You got to pay more for that shit. Cameron for 2. What era do we live in this week, Vito? What era do we live in?
The era of dead chickens and cancer kids.
Johnny Rocket for 50. Thanks for the Maniac. Shout out on the Dick Show. Pirate time. You got to get the Maniac. Go on Indiegogo. Get the Maniac,
Maniac
by Johnny
is spelled
Rocket.
Maniak.
It's very funny. He's
go.
a very funny writer. Dribblers for 2. Be fair. Oh, fashionably unemployed for 2. Nobody talks about Gandhi's little brother Lee. Gandhi Lee?
What was Gandhi's last name? It's Gandhi.
Mahatma was his. Yeah, Gandhi.
Mahatma Lee.
Lee.
Gandhi Lee.
Lee Gandhi?
Lee Gandhi's
nuts.
That's terrible.
Johnny Rocket for 5. Eric Shalai's the ultimate lol cow. Wow. Man, he is... He's really setting the record straight. And he's got, like, title cards and stuff. Oh, we got to watch a little bit. We have to watch a little bit. We have to watch a little bit.
Honestly,
watch it
it's going to
again.
be hard. I can't stand listening to that motherfucker talk. I don't know how I'm going to get through 30 minutes of it.
Why? What do you mean?
I hate him. I hate his voice. I hate hearing him talk.
But he's so goofy.
He's such an asshole.
Young Clipper. Wait, Young Ripper.
I don't know, man, because just like listening to a guy lie about you with this like smug tone.
I mean, I don't know. It happens to me a lot. What's the problem?
It also happens to me
Ripper.
a lot, and I don't like it ever.
Who cares?
I don't know.
Video. Oh.
Is it on his main channel?
Look at this.
It
They
only has
lied.
4,000 views, though.
Yeah, because people hate this shit. Like, it's just Eric.
He thought
it's just
this
Eric
was going to
doing
be like
the
huge.
the jar, shoving a glass jar up his ass, and it breaks, and he bleeds out. That's every one of these videos about him talking about his stupid company.
This is going to be really difficult.
Really?
I hate listening to this guy.
All right, let's get started on
Squeeze
just
it
a
in
little
bit.
tiny
Squeeze
bit.
it in.
Squeeze it in.
Grab the edge. Yeah.
There we go. Ready to set your sails for fails. And Eric July, the Rippaverse, professionally edited video about how
This is what your money
everyone
goes
else
to when
is
you buy his
lying.
comics, guys. When you buy a Ripperverse comic, it goes to him making videos about himself and how great he is and how everyone lies about him. That's like half the budget. The other budget, the rest of it is spent on the forklift races around his empty warehouse.
This is so retarded.
I know. Well, that's the other problem. It's like I cringe also. Like
They lied about
it's-
the entire thing.
I hate to use that term, but like I get like the same feeling from like watching like a cringy fucking public
Yeah.
humiliation video.
Yeah. Beyond the Narrative #1. So is that his new series, Beyond the Narrative?
This guy starts a series every week. He's going to abandon this after 2. What happened
really
to
fucked
comic
up.
business or whatever?
Monetizing the haters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Took off, I was everywhere, interacting with fans, critics, and even the haters. But once the
Whoa. Is it sped up?
No, he just jumped into it.
Listen to this.
When I started the Ripperverse.
This is sped up.
Before the Rippaverse took off, I was everywhere, interacting with fans, critics, and even the haters. But
Interacting with fans, critics, and even the haters. That's sped up. He doesn't talk like that.
He's not good at voiceover. Maybe it's sped up a little bit.
He can't physically talk like that. His lips are too big.
He's reading off a script. He can.
He can't read.
I know he can't read, so I don't fucking know.
There's no way this
Remember
is
when I
his
said
norm-
we're not going to make it through this thing? We're 4 seconds in. Oh my god!
Yeah, but there's no way this is his voice. Something's got to be wrong with it.
We're never.
Playback
If we do a
speed,
bonus episode,
normal.
it's going to be 8 hours long.
There's what?
once the Rippaverse exploded, my life changed. I made a promise to myself, my family, my team, and our customers to focus on being a better professional for the sake of this business. Unfortunately, some saw that as an opportunity without me actively addressing things.
No, we didn't see that as an opportunity. You quit doing these because you were getting your ass kicked. You were getting made fun of so bad, and all of the men's skirts that you ran under and said, Dick's making fun of me, make him stop, also got their asses blown out. So you stopped paying attention. You just shut down completely. You retired. That's what happened, Eric.
That was the worst part of the whole thing, is like, there's a universe where Eric just ignores you, doesn't go to Ethan Van Sciver crying like, why are you being friends with Dick and why are you listening to his criticism or whatever else?
Nicholas Rakita, let me come on your show and talk about your partner.
Everything about this whole, just keep it going.
Drama farm and content creators fill the gap. Floating lies, taking things out of context, and spinning narratives.
Why are those lies? Why are those lies
I'm gonna blow
flying
my
up?
brains out.
Why are the lies flying up?
Oh my god! The second if he shows a backwards graph, I'm gonna scream.
Why is there a little boy?
Why is there a
little kid?
stock video of a tiny child scrolling his Instagram feed? And you told your editor, can you add the word lies like floating up?
Oh, come on, man.
Imagine the amount of effort that went into this that could have gone into anything else. Imagine if this amount of effort had gone into...
like blowing your brains out. That would have been more productive.
Or going through your new re-release of ISOM, which has the same spelling mistake that was pointed out to you the first time that you didn't fix again. Cavalry.
But now he took out...
He took out the word the. It used to be the cavalry, and now it's just, here comes cavalry.
Now he's making it seem like that's the superhero's name, which would mean that the superhero misspelled his name too, because the Calvary's a hill where Jesus was crucified. It's not a... It's not any
It's
kind of
also-
mobile. And it's a frequent misspelling. So the superhero would have to constantly explain that he spelled it like that on purpose.
I'm named after the hill where Jesus
How you doing?
died.
The cavalry is here.
No. It's the cavalry.
No, actually, mine's on purpose.
My brother's the carvery. He works at a hometown buffet in his spare time.
My brother's over there, spelled THIER.
My brother's on
purpose.
Who? All right.
Unchecked. And while there are plenty of people that are pushing back and defending me, it's rarely creators with big platforms. So a lot of
Like
people.
Sturgis.
Dude, how is he reading this? And while there are plenty of creators, but then there are plenty of people pushing back. It's almost
Yeah, he's not a. He's just reading it as fast as he can because he thinks that's what a voiceover is.
Especially the perpetually online, start believing the lies. While most of this nonsense hasn't impacted the business, it's not for lack of trying. These people go out of their way to go after anyone who supports me or the Rippaverse, fans, business partners, even colleagues. They don't deserve that. So I'm starting this segment beyond the narrative.
Who's this? Who's this guy? Who's this black guy? Fucking Zeus from...
Can you back
Over
it up?
the
Back
top?
it up like 5 seconds. So his justification. Go back to
Fans,
when there was
business
everybody on the
partners,
screen.
These people go out of their way to go after anyone who supports me or
Right.
the Rippaverse, fans,
next.
business partners, even colleagues.
This here, stop. So he's saying the reason he has to make this video, he's not defending himself, Dick.
Oh.
The problem is that people are going
Even
after
colleagues.
his colleagues.
These retards.
So let's see. We have D-Day Cobra, who is retarded. Gay 3PO. Epic Mike, who is a surprisingly chill and cool guy. I don't know why. He's
he's a retard.
He's been like chill with me. I don't know.
Yeah.
My nerdy home is retarded. Chris Gore used to be legitimate, but is now retarded. Jose arises from the Epic verse, who is super retarded, and I have no idea who George the Giant Slayer is. So
Who
he's
the
got to
fuck are any of
defend
these morons?
He's got to defend these 6 grown men from the horrific slander that is being. Is it because we made fun of Jay's book?
Probably.
Because Jay put his book out through Ripperson, we all said, "Well, this looks like shit."
It looks like shit. This looks like a grooming manual. This looks like something a Christian camp counselor would give a goth kid that wandered away and he wants to fuck them.
I hate to say this, but Jay, I even said like, "Hey, your art looked good," until somebody came along and fucked it. Like the art
looks like shit.
Dude, the anchor completely demolished that book. I don't know what the fuck happened. So it's not like we're going after you just like your book looks like shit. I'm sorry.
And
now
your
Rippa-
name sounds like Gaypedia.
Well, you're also whatever, but I don't know why you're making a book about a little black girl that is funny. Like, and I don't know why you made a book about a little black girl and you said, I can't wait for my friend Eric July to publish it for me.
You shouldn't have done that.
Like,
you shouldn't be doing those things.
I guess here's the thing is Eric's in this weird position where he's made his thing. If you go to his Comic-Con booth, it's not meet Eric July, it's meet Critical Drinker and all these other guys who don't make comic books. It's meet Nerdrotic, you know?
Well, because it's all just E-Celeb.
Yeah, it's just E-Celeb bullshit. But now he's going, oh, but they're attacking me. And it's like, well, you're making them a part of the Rippaverse.
You guys all suck, that's why.
Yeah. Like, it's not like we're attacking just guys you know. We're attacking guys that you specifically have made part of your brand. But I'm saying, though, when people make fun of Drunk 3PO's book, he's like your featured guest. He's part of the fucking Rippaverse. Like,
Who gives
obviously.
a shit? It's just making fun of these retards.
I'm just
fuck
saying,
'em.
like,
Who
his
cares?
argument that, like, oh, my friends are being dragged into it.
Yeah, I am.
You dragged your friends into it. You did that. You wanted to capitalize on their YouTube fame to sell books.
I guess. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, I know you would rip on anyone regardless.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
I'm saying it
The
becomes...
same picture. I'm making fun of you. I don't care.
Fair enough.
Don't deserve that. So I'm starting this segment beyond the narrative of the
Who is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? Because that's not what Eric looks like.
Well, that's...
Who is this gentleman?
That's
Look at these. Look at this jaw.
That's E-Rock, man. He's been jazzercising.
He's a fucking black brawny man.
He's been chewing on that
For
piece of rubber.
1 month of the year, he's the brawny man right here.
I got to get that jazzercise so I can look like this guy.
Look at his nose lifted straight off a statue of Caligula. Not Eric's nose. Okay.
simple place for people to reference when the usual nonsense pops up. This isn't me going back to monetize your haters, and I'm not diving back into the YouTube grind. YouTube isn't my focus anymore, so I'm not chasing content. I'm spending 20 minutes recording this, passing it off to my editorial.
Here's this retarded movie I'm making to argue with all these, just because I got made fun of too much. I'm not monetizing the haters, if that's what you're thinking. No one was thinking that, because you are done with that.
Well,
you've got blown
here's
out.
Here's where we're at with him. Is he now, everything he says in his mind, he's going, what will Ethan
What are they
Van
gonna say?
Sciver say about it?
Yeah.
And how can I get ahead of it? So he's going, he's going to accuse me of making YouTube videos again.
Yeah.
And I'm not making YouTube videos. I said it in the video.
Yeah.
And he's going to accuse me of monetizing my haters,
And I'm
but
not-
I'm
so I'm
not
gonna say
doing
I'm
that.
not
I
doing
specifically
that.
said in the video that I'm not.
Actually, I'm not making any money at all. I'm just doing this to get made fun of more.
I mean, this is a guy making a YouTube video telling me, oh, but I don't make YouTube videos. I go, well, this is a YouTube video.
Why?
Well, it kind of isn't really a YouTube video, though.
Why don't you make YouTube videos?
Do whatever you want,
That's
man.
how you advertise comics.
I mean, that makes sense to me.
Why
yeah.
wouldn't you make YouTube videos about your fucking comics and talk about the stories and how awesome they are?
Because he's too busy making animation or something. Making Gabriel and the Gooners.
Oh, God.
Team and getting right back to work. These segments, I'm spending 20 minutes recording this, passing it off to my editorial team, and getting right back to work.
He even already had like preloads the cope of why did you waste all this time on this retarded video?
I didn't.
It's 20 minutes.
It was 20-minute voiceover.
So you mean you just off the cuff?
Off the cuff?
You spoke
just,
for 30 minutes straight?
You didn't write anything down or okay.
You speed read? You talked like the
I think
Micro
you
Machine
wrote
Man?
I think you took time to write something, man.
You mean you didn't read this in advance at all? You just sat down and in less time than the video is, you read. So this is slowed down.
This is off the cuff. We all know Eric's public speaking. Whenever we hear him speak, he would never go, the thing is about
He pronounces every word impeccably.
It's 20 minutes this took him. He just farted it out.
For a 30-minute video.
It's easy.
He sat there and
20
read
minutes.
it. No second
Editorial
take.
team, 100% came in, banged it out. No amount of work went into this at all.
Dude, he's been making this video. I know something about Spurgs and their documentaries.
Yeah.
He's been doing this since the trial started. He's been crafting this video
It's very
since Riley's
possible.
trial started. Or trial, like talk of the trial started.
Segments are here so that fans and really anyone who supports what we're doing have a central place to point to when someone brings up one.
What the fuck is this?
Your editor sucks, dude. You couldn't animate the hand sliding in or anything. You just beyond the narrative. So the idea is next time, the next time you say Eric got a guy arrested, you can link to this. Sturgis can link to this. This is for Sturgis to link to people. You know.
And really anyone who supports what we're doing have a central place to point to when someone brings up one of
there was
these
a
tired
little slide.
talking points.
There was a
Whether
little
you want to
slide.
reference it, share it, or just
What is that? What is this, mobile gigolo?
A lady
What
is going to pull
this?
it up on
Beyond
her.
the narrative.
Is there a vertical version of the video where you appear like that? What is this?
Why is he so obsessed with looking tough? Like that. Like he's it's like in the Venture Brothers.
Yeah.
Whenever Rusty pictures Jonas Venture, that's what he looks like. He's always like strapping and standing tall. None of us look like that. Nobody looks like that.
It's this weird thing where Eric doesn't understand the space he's in. Where like you never read a Spawn comic book and went, oh, I bet Todd McFarlane is fucking jacked. You know?
Yeah.
You're like, no, he's probably a scrawny little Canadian guy. And you're like, yeah, he is. That's fun.
Yeah, and he
That's
talks
cool.
about the story. a
Honestly,
lot.
the coolest part of comic books, I mean, I guess, what's his name was jacked. Fucking Kirby was jacked. He was an
I don't
army
know
guy.
that.
But most of the time, you're just like, it's just a bunch of little guys. Half of them are Jews, just running around talking about like, characters doing stuff. Some guys were, what do you call it? The guy with the, whatever.
tap the facts. It's all right here. So let's get into the first
Can't
issue.
remember names.
It's a giant. I can't get it. I can't get over this caricature of him.
He's the most tough guy.
Do you think he puts like this on as a bodysuit and has sex with his wife? Like he's like, I want to be Super Eric tonight. And she's like, no, Eric, I've had enough of Super Eric. And he goes like, too bad. And he puts on this costume and like one of those weird distorted sock masks over his head so he can look like this.
I've just never had the fantasy of being like a giant fucking
jacked version of yourself.
Jacked version of myself. I'd go, oh, that's silly. Please don't draw me like that.
There's a lot of fake information floating around about the weirdo who got arrested outside of our meetup.
Oh!
So in this video, we're going to break down some of those
Oh my
myths.
God,
A
he's using
YouTuber who I
Kino
wasn't even
Casino
familiar
as his
with called
public
my
source.
operation a scam and then posted a wall of text review.
Wait, you missed the part about me.
So in this video, we're going to break down some of those myths. A YouTuber who I wasn't even familiar with called my operation a scam and then posted a wall of text review.
That's me.
Wow,
I'm a
he breezed
YouTuber.
right through that. A YouTuber.
Who I didn't even know.
Why would you,
I
if you're
doubt that.
breaking beyond the narrative or whatever the fuck,
why wouldn't you use someone's name?
Obfuscate the fucking thing. Just say, here's who it is and here's why.
Yeah.
A YouTuber.
Yeah. A wall of text.
Well, now it seems like you're
called
fucking
a review.
obfuscating the fucking point. Like, now it just sounds like you're lying. If you ask me, hey, what happened with that guy who came over your house? You go, he's just some guy. I'd go, oh, it kind of sounds like there's more there.
Yeah.
Because that's a thing that happened.
Still in my content phase, I addressed that wall of text in a video. The review was clearly bogus, and I broke down exactly.
Eric, that wall of text is called paragraphs.
Yeah.
Sometimes walls of text are assembled and bound together, and that's called a book. I'm sure that at Texas A&M or whatever gangster track scholarship school you got into, so white
Dance
people
scholarship.
could do well at sports.
Yeah.
I don't know if you had to encounter many of those walls of text books that I'm describing, but I've never in my life heard an essay spoken about pejoratively because of its length, because of the structure of the essay.
You know what I hate that he never addresses is that this is not your review that he read. This is your notes for
he didn't even
the
read
review.
the review?
No, you didn't. We did a video review. That was your review. These were the notes that you went through. But
No,
remember,
I wrote paragraphs.
yeah, but like a lot. Wasn't this like stream of consciousness? So some stuff were like questions that
the
were
notes,
answered later.
in the beginning, yeah.
Yeah. So like
He
some
didn't
of the
read
stuff.
the paragraphs.
But
at
that's
the
what I'm
end.
saying is like some of the stuff he addresses where he goes, "Oh, he doesn't even know what happened." It's like, well, yeah, because that's what you were writing down while you were reading it, right?
Half of it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a review.
Right.
That's also not a wall of text. A wall of text
No,
is
actually, he picked the
unbroken.
wrong place to put it. There's not that much stuff there.
Why. We focused on what was said, not who said it. It was pretty even keeled and basic. This is why I never even mentioned where it had come from. This sparked a whole
This is why I had not even mentioned where it had came from. This coping
Because it
is
was so
like,
even keeled. His response was so even keeled that he didn't even feel the need to respond.
this is why I had not even two hads.
Yeah.
That's how far away he's.
Now
gotta
I
get
did
from
spend
those
time
words.
referring to the man as Buster Back. Like he makes
made,
it sound
like, 6 videos
he
about it.
never responded to you in any way. And it's like you kept calling him names. You called him the N-word. You know.
That's right. That's right. You called me the N-word.
But remember, it wasn't even really a thing. I barely even talked to this guy. I don't even know who it is. You knew him so intimately that you called him the N-word, Eric.
conversation about
You
good.
call a lot of people you don't know the N-word? Like you don't even know you just say it?
Maybe,
You
in
just
that,
call them, you
maybe
know?
in that culture, but not with animosity.
Wow.
Versus bad faith criticism. Instead of focusing on whether or not the review itself was legitimate, some people try to twist the narrative, acting as if
What are these clips? Who are these guys?
I don't know. Like,
is this like a gay thing?
The
that
stock video is fascinating to me.
What is this?
These are the haters, I guess, discussing
Is that me and
the
you?
review. Well,
focusing on whether or not the review itself was legitimate, some people try to twist
Who
the
are these
narrative,
guys?
acting as if I was.
Are they twisting the narrative? Are these narrative twisters?
this is fascinating. This is like this is an editor not knowing what the fuck to put over the voiceover and being like, well, maybe just two guys.
Two guys working at their brewery.
Yeah, two guys with beards, or
Is that supposed to be Ethan Van Sciver?
I don't know.
Attacking all criticism, but That was never the point. The focus was on the veracity of what was being said. If a review is filled with false things or made up nonsense, why would anyone take it seriously? It's like if someone told you the sky's green and gravity doesn't exist, you wouldn't sit there debating it like it's a valid opinion.
No,
You
stop.
just dismiss.
Classic fallacy. You can actively define whether the sky is blue or not, okay? But
Gravity exists.
the point of art is that art can be critiqued, okay? And it is a subjective metric. So, yeah, it's possible to disagree with a subjective critique, but you can't disagree about whether or not gravity exists because it's a provable fact.
Miss it because it's subjectively false. Same thing here. If something is clearly untrue, why would anyone take it to heart? If you're wondering where
Eric,
one of
your
the
comics
What was
suck.
untrue about your review? Nothing.
The comic sucks.
Yeah, that was the review. You can't
that's
say it
it.
was subjectively incorrect.
Oh my God, this is. You're right. We got to do a whole.
Dude, we're
bonus
at 2
episode
minutes
about
in,
this.
so I think we got to save. Well, at least we know you got mentioned.
Oh man,
I'm surprised you didn't say. There's also a fat pedophile that I want to talk about. I want to. It's me.
Look at all this shit, dude. This is fucked.
It's the whole thing. It's the whole.
Really, a bonus episode? I guess we should paywall this. Oh my God,
Dude, because
there's
otherwise
Riley's
we're gonna have to
mugshot.
devote 2 hours to it. Like it's gonna be. It's too much.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
The biggest episode, the biggest problem in Beyond the Narrative #1, Eric has delivered onto us a gift for some fucking reason. Why did you do this? Because now everyone's like, do you want everyone to just endlessly talk? Like,
yeah, he does.
I guess. It's because you guys, it was affecting my friends, and now when the haters come in, I like that
You're
he said
making fun of my millionaire friend. Who gives a shit?
I like that he said he's got people defending him, but none of the big accounts. And he's like, how come,
Oh, he says that?
Yeah. He's like, how come
Well,
no
don't
big
spoil
guys?
it for me.
No, he said that when we were watching it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He said, do I
Okay.
have my defenders? Not a lot of big accounts have stepped in to set the record straight. I guess he was waiting. He was waiting for someone to make this for him.
Well, yeah, the Quartering and Nick Rekieta.
Yeah.
I mean, he was sucking. The Quartering made a total ass of himself, even defending Eric mildly. Like, that's why Eric lied about how he's going to sue us.
Yeah.
And that it's our fault he got sued. He wanted them to all make videos, but, I mean, I think we all know why. They're like, I think you might be lying.
Most upset about from that whole thing was that when he posted that video about me and you, there was a comment from Yellow Flash that said, we should crowdfund a lawsuit against those guys.
Oh, he's retarded.
And Eric said something like, well, we're going to look into that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, man, I really wish I
Look into-
had screenshotted that because I don't know if he deleted it or what when he realized.
He
this was
obviously said it.
fucking bullshit. Yeah. Dude, there were so many guys when that fucking video came out. You remember, I was like freaking out because you're like, who gives a shit? And I'm like,
Who gives a shit? I'm going to attack all of them, actually, and make fun of all of them.
Dude, well-
even the ones who regret it. Especially them.
it was just crazy to like know that Eric was lying and then have all his fucking YouTube buddies going, yeah, we got to sue Vito into the dirt. I want to take it for everything it's worth. I hope that fucking fat pig dies or whatever else. I'm like, oh my God.
And now they're
I
all
didn't
backing
fucking
pedophiles.
do anything.
The Quartering is out there backing Andrew Tate,
Yeah.
who's an admitted human trafficker, like the textbook definition human trafficking,
Yeah.
and bragging about fucking a 15-year-old. And the Quartering's deep-throating him, like, guys, it's innocent until proven guilty. Like, yeah, in court, idiot. Not all of us know
People
this guy's
don't
a fucking
understand that concept. You should have brought that in as a problem because that is a problem. Ooh,
It's
innocent
just
until
so
proven guilty. He said he fucking sex trafficked a 14-year-old.
They're fucking weird people, man.
Yeah.
A lot of these streamers are really weird. They're really weird.
Innocent until proven guilty. But Vito's a pedophile.
Okay.
Cool, man. Man, I really wish. Remember, like Null saying, "Oh, well, they're gonna lose everything. Eric July's gonna take him to cleaners. Dick's gonna finally learn what it means to fuck around and find out."
No, I know.
And all those guys now get to pretend like, "Oh, well, I didn't really say stuff like." They should be like permanently embarrassed.
People don't care.
I know.
There's like, yeah, I like hearing that.
Dude,
yeah.
Shadiversity
Yeah.
wrote like 5 paragraphs about what a shitbag I am and how I'm the worst person ever, and he can't wait for Eric to like fucking sue me. And I'm like, all right, man. Well, how'd that work out?
Can Shadiversity fuck his wife without wanting to throw up? Because he's clearly AIing her specifically into things that he's attracted to.
Yeah, he's got some problems.
So is he like, Is he like? I want to know if he can even get hard when he's fucking his wife, who's obviously not Supergirl and does not look like that.
No,
probably
not.
not.
At all. There's a lot of interesting characters out there, man.
They're all pieces of shit.
I know. It's like
All these
crazy how
streamers are
terrible
just
they are.
fucking
They're all
pieces of
bad
shit.
people. It's like they're not redeemable at all.
No, they should get made fun of even worse. Much, much, much worse.
Yes, I agree. They deserve to be ridiculed. And then when you ridicule them,
They cry about it.
send you to jail, and they make a documentary about why it's okay.
Actually, this is libertarian.
Actually.
Ligundi's nuts. That was a good one. J-Rob Ireland for 5. Cheers, boys.
Hey,
Thank
J-Rob.
you. Black Crimson for 5. Thanks for the snacks and thank you for not killing yourself. You're welcome. Caseman for 5. Would it be so terrible if Vito went back to doing a good music for the show, or does he need to do an even worse job every episode? Or does he need it to
You mean
do
over the intro? You want me to growl more?
I think he's talking about the voted ups.
I don't know if that's what he means.
Rydog for 5. Vito, do you like Imagine Dragons? Rydog
Imagine
for 5.
dragons, these nuts across your face.
Yeah, you got to wait for somebody else to get in between. That's more effective.
Oh, okay.
No, him.
LJ Clubberino for 2. Hey, Vito, remember when Dick did that thing? Not cool.
Not cool.
As my 5, Vito, do you shower? If so, how? Is power washer needed? And what kind of degreaser do you use? I'm a bath boy. I love the bath.
I don't.
From there, too, can't wait to hear stories about Uncle Vito. I'm never going to see that kid, and that's probably for the best. Lost bullets for 5 Canadian.
Lucite.
Hey, Vito, I got a box of 530 Magic cards. I'm looking to offload for cheap. Make me an offer for these. For 2, he says, for D's nuts. That was terrible.
Bad.
JJ for 5. Bunny's in the chat. Lost bullets for 5. Try Not to Come game sounds like the incel version of that E-Bomb Flash game back in the game day called Ass Hunter. I never played that one. I did play
gotta be VR,
Tim
though.
Stamper's Street Life.
What's that?
That was one of the top Newgrounds games at the time where you just... It was like a choose-your-own adventure that really only had 2 paths, but back then it was like that was enough to be the top Newgrounds game. And I remember
paths being
one of them was fucking one of them was shooting a guy in an alley, and the other one was fucking a hooker.
Oh,
and if you fuck the hooker, you could turn on the TV, and that was the first time I ever saw hentai.
Oh, what was it?
It was a still of a cat girl getting banged from behind, and
that's
I
when
always
the
remembered
Q-tip
that
started.
animated GIF.
Yeah.
And I only found out what it's from, and like years later, it's from this very rare Sega Saturn game that I ordered. And then I think the seller on eBay realized I got too good a deal because he listed it for like half of what it normally sells for.
Okay.
So he sent me a Bomberman multi-tap.
Oh.
And then I went on eBay and went, hey, where's the fucking game? You sent me a Bomberman multi-tap. He said, oh, don't worry about it. Just keep it. And I'm like, I want the game with the cat
Why
girl
would
getting
I-
banged in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he stopped answering my messages. So I got wrecked.
Captain
Insano.
Insano for 10 got me a Christian woman who likes to gamble and takes care of me using your dating advice. Congratulations. Unless you meant Vito, in which case, congratulations. Flirk Respector for 5. I rewatched Vito's Boba Fett video, and I was hit with a super killer ad uploaded July 2022. It's been 3 years of nonstop shilling. Released the comic. Dick Penisicki.
That was an ad for the mailing list, not for, just to
For
get on the mailing
5.
list.
Bad faith criticism. AK Tank. 420.95 for 2. Let's watch it. Jack Rockstar for 5. Nothing, thank you. SS Jackin for 5. Please no fighting today. My parasocial attachment can't handle it. Captain Insano for 5. Some kind of a bird sticker. Thank you. Jack Rockstar for 5. Nothing. Hunter Hartman for 5. That's nothing. Are you guys posting racist stuff and it's getting blocked or what? MC Lightsaber for 2. Justice for Riley. SS Jack N for 5. Attachment to D's nuts. Oh, that was a long one.
My parasocial
Good job.
attachment can't handle it.
Good job. Dominic for 2.
I don't know if that
This
was
is
that good of one. It's not
extortion.
even a fucking pun.
It's the distance,
The
though.
distance is nice.
C Villa for 5. Y'all
No,
should-
Dominic for 2. This is extortion. See Villa for 5. Y'all should comment sorry under the vid with the biggest problem YouTube channel. Lost Bullets for 5. Will Super Killer release before the Cowboys win the Super Bowl? Discuss very soon. Malachi Constant for 10. Play me some Jibba Jabba. Sam Walter for 5. Lying and Implying. Corrupted Mode for 5. Watch it.
Watch it.
Caden Swiss for 5. Thank you. MC Lightsaber for 5. Messed up. This is for the goal.
Well, we'll watch
Sugar
it
D's
tomorrow.
for 2. Get creative with it. Called him a little fajola. Lost
No.
Bullets for 5. Russian did ban displaying Alphabet Crew to propaganda to kindergartners, much to Vito's chagrin. And he adds an N for another 5. Oofus Fugus for 2. How much to get Johnny on? Johnny should come on. Excuse me. I think we're going to have, we might have Chrissy Mayer. Or does.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to work around her schedule. Doc Nick for 5, Hibbity. Jared for 5. I get really annoyed when I get a notification from this channel, only to realize it's just a dumb clip, which I don't care about. Deal with it.
Sorry.
Tiarni for 5, dropping you a teal as Riley's arrest was completely unreal.
Yeah, it was.
Austin for 5, gouging, overcharging, highway robbery, fleecing, swindling, defrauding, shakedown, chicanery, flim-flam, swizzle. Fidel Cash Flow for 5. Bunnies in the chat. MC Lightsaber for 5. Bunnies in the chat. Bunnies rise up. Dean Shock for 2. Thanks for the laughs, boys. Austin for 5 says poor. Just Ivan for 5. Vito's brother will have a comic out before Superkiller releases. That is my half brother, and he probably does have a great comic. Not Mothman for 5. I tried to bunny post during Eric's premiere, but I was instantly
they're all over it
modded.
now.
Captain Insano for 5. I attempted stand-up comedy and had a dystonia accident while it was happening. So I changed my set and they called the paramedics.
Really? Is that recorded?
I don't
know what a dystonia episode is.
I don't at all. Oofus Fugus for
not
2.
fun.
Vito did sabotage those YouTubers for Alex Jones. That's a matter of debate. Jim tells you 5. Stop acting like you don't want this, Vito. Oh, I don't want it at all. Ride Dog for 5. Watch the fucking video. JJ for 5. Vito Dick has made a fortune from Maddox's documentary. Why would you ever want Eric to slow down on his? It's just overwhelming the amount of stupidity packed. We made it 2 seconds in.
You got to get over it and learn to embrace
There's
it.
2 minutes of video, and the amount of stock footage that has already appeared.
Yeah, that's good.
I want a graph. Jack Rockstar for 5, thank you. Doc Nick for 5, Gibbity. Matt C for 5, biggest problem is above ground power lines. Thanks to the cyclone, I've got no power for what could be days.
Oh, that sucks.
That does
What's
suck.
cyclone?
I have no idea. I don't know where a cyclone's happening. Jack Rockstar
Probably
for
a
5.
gay joke. It's going to be cyclone these nuts.
Cyclone on these nuts would be good. Thank you. Jack Rockstar. Lost Bullets for 5. If you broke nibbas don't super chat, that means you a slang term for a cigarette in the UK. Jack for another 5. Thank you. Man Ray for 5. 1. Dominic for 5. F slurs. Man Ray for 5. 2. The Jerry and Coke for 5. Biggest problem is mud season if you live on a dirt road. Love you, Dick and Veets. Dirt roads. That's fun.
Mud season.
Yeah, that's when it gets wet, gets rainy. Lost Bullets for 5. What's your favorite word and why? It starts with an N, and it's niceties. Austin for 5. Eternally gay if you don't watch it. JJ for 5. You set a timer on the goal. Well, yeah, you got to get him in there.
Yeah, you got to get it's defaulted to that. I didn't do it.
Jared for 20. You guys are getting a whole bonus episode of it now. Congratulations.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This is a bonus. Jared for 20. Rippa, send me to the grave. Matt C for 5. You put a timer on the goal, so it's going to end in 3 minutes. Lol, great work.
You made it, though. Stop complaining.
Fucking, that means you need to super chat quicker. Ideal Mexican for 50 says, Yart be pirate in time. I think it already is pirate in time. Man Ray for 5 says 3. Lost Bolts for 5. Richard, how much for D's?
These nuts.
I think I know where that's going.
Jerry and Coke.
And then he said
5.
tariffs.
Hunter
Jerry
Hartman
Coke.
for 5 and nothing. Thank you. Oh, these were all to see the video.
I think so.
Well, we did it. You guys did the goal. That should be enough. That achieving a goal is a reward.
Yeah, we don't even need to make an episode of
Lost
this one.
Bullets for 5 tariffs. MC Lightsaber for 5 victory lap. Gabe Tech 4,000 for 3. Digger Nick, the nerdy digger. Anorexic Pixel for 5. When I don't edit a video for my YouTube channel, I think back to Dick yelling at Vito to do the Twitter videos. Yeah, that's good motivation.
You see those 2 guys fighting over a Pokemon card vending machine?
Dude, I wish that a Muslim truck would run through the front of that store and
Well, I
smash
was thinking I need a black guy to help me dub that one. I'll be the white guy. I go, I need all them fucking Jigglypuffs. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
another guy
that's
to
a
yell
good
at me.
one.
That would be a good one.
Lost Bullets for 5. Dick had a pager until it exploded on him. Jazz Fan 22 for 5. Love you guys. Please get Sean on the show again. I hope he's doing well. I don't know. I hope he's doing well too.
I think he is.
Jew H for 100.
100 Canadian dollars.
Oh, it's $50. Here,
Is it
Monopoly
60
money
or
is
something?
probably worth more now.
Watch that jibber jabber nonsense, please.
Well, we watched some of it.
We're gonna watch it.
We just can't be here for 3 hours. Vito's right.
All gas, no breakfast for 5. I bet Vito lost his first 5 rough drafts of Superkiller in the wash. It's the only explanation at this point. Rad Dog for 5. Trump, A, fuck cancer. Biden never wrote a song against cancer, possibly pro-cancer.
Yeah, he didn't fix it.
High as a kite for €5. Vito's new movie reviews of Banger. Wish he would have the same energy to making his comics, but we all know it's a scam at this point. I'm glad everyone's accepted that fact. So Surgery for $5. Imagine a kid knocks at your door telling you he works for the government, but when he opens his wallet to show you his badge, it chucks secret dicks in my ass.
Imagine that.
Rex Sexer for 2, please clap. Steven Tuttle for 5. Why won't he just say your names? Is it a pride thing? Because it does make him seem very gay.
I don't know. Maddox did the same thing. I think
fanboy.
I think that they I think they're afraid to say
Well,
it.
they're afraid that people will want to go find your channel, but I think honestly
No, I think they're afraid to say it because it makes them feel shame and humiliation, so they don't want to vocalize it. They don't even want to face it in their minds.
A Mexican pirate made fun of my comic book, and I lost my fucking mind. Surgery for 5. It's because Eric says he monetizes his haters, but look at these 50 teal chats. The true comedy is the monetization is going to... He has made us a lot of money. That has been nice.
Well, let's see with the bonus episode.
Brainiac for 5. Does Vito not know Cancer Kid went viral being mocked for wanting to be a cop? I did see that, but then I'm confused. So,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a video of him dressed as a cop already, and black girls were laughing at him and twerking in his face.
Ah, those
like,
bitches.
You can't do anything. You're not a real cop.
With his brain cancer?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, wait, he also has cancer? That guy? Or that kid?
I guess he's kind of a little prick.
So why? But he just goes out dressed as a cop?
I guess.
All right.
He's really into it. Like, he's really into pretending to be a
Well,
cop.
I hate to say it, but if you're dressed as a cop, and I think they're acting the way they would act to a normal cop, like fucking dickholes. So if anything, you're getting the cop experience from
that's true.
from these women on the street. They don't. Do you think black women on the street go up to police officers and go, "Oh, well, thank you, sir"? No, they're gonna ew,
Hoes.
fuck with you. Yeah, they're hoes. Brad Roost for 5. Coming to LA from Maryland to watch the Caps play the Ducks, then the Kings. Any chance of getting to hang out with Vito to call him gay and fat? If you buy me dinner, we can hang out. If I got an open night. That's the Vito fan experience. We got a dinner. Man Ray for 5. We're way more nuts, TBF. We're the ones who let women vote and convince everyone to import the third world. Yeah, the liberals kind of fucked that up. Boss Hog for $2.79 Canadian with a $sign. Thank you.
Thanks.
Aglovich for 5. My smart printer keeps placing yellow track dots on my manifestos and reporting me to the FBI and Mossad. Excellent problem, Vito. That's how they got. Who'd they get with that?
Some child
porn
porn
the
stuff?
Pokemon. You saw the Pokemon counterfeiting scandal?
No.
Oh, man. You would like this. There's a guy. He's a Japanese guy, like an old Japanese guy.
Yeah.
And he said, I have all these beta Pokemon cards, like from when we were first printing them out.
Oh,
just to
yeah,
test
I know.
the
I
game.
saw that. That was so stupid.
Dude, and then somebody just checked, like, it says it was printed like 6 months
that
ago.
was bad.
Dude, that guy fucked up so bad. And they were selling them for millions of dollars. I
know.
I get mailers from do you know Heritage Auctions, who does all the like whatever?
Yeah.
For some reason I signed up for their mailers, even though I can't afford anything on there. So they sent like a mailer to my house. It's like, look at these beta Pokemon cards. This beta Charizard's worth like $500,000.
That's bad, man. That really looks bad for everybody in the authentication industry.
The guys who authenticated, who was it? Was it CGC or Beckett?
CGC.
Yeah, they completely fucked up because they said, yeah, this is 100% authentic.
Yeah.
And you're like, how do you know? This Japanese guy told us. Why would he lie?
Why would he lie?
For millions of dollars, of course.
It seems so easy to catch.
I think it is a little bit of like, I've said it's like kind of like racist that like for some reason white people don't expect Asians to be capable of lying.
Yeah.
Even though we know the Chinese are sneaky. Okay, they'll pee in your Coke all day.
Yeah. Sarah Garnier for 10. I knew a Muslim who's a really chill guy. He went home and later he posts about how all the Jews should be. Oh yeah, he didn't say that his dad would smack him with a belt. So maybe Dick is on to something.
I want to say maybe, but at this point it seems like everyone's posting about what they want to do to the Jews. So I don't know what's going on with society.
A lot of people's dads are beating them with a belt.
You guys really got to calm down with the Jew hate. It's not
me.
I'm not. Yeah, I know. I'm saying our audience, which is full of Jew haters.
Oh.
No. Who's that guy who went on fucking Joe Rogan who was just like, the Jews did all this and the Jews, rewrote the Bible and all this stuff. And it's like, the Jews wrote the Bible originally, first of all.
Yeah, what do you mean rewrote?
They're like, oh, yeah, no, they snuck it in to trick us into loving the Jews. And I'm like,
that was in
Bible's
the first
from
version.
the Jew. The first
that was
version
in the
is all
Greek
about,
version.
yeah, it's always been there.
or Latin or
It's always been pretty
whatever.
pro-Jew, the Bible. I'm going to say it. If I had to pick a document that's pro-Jew, I'd
the
go
Bible.
Bible's in the top 10.
Aspartame brain humor for 5. Why even talk about Superkiller at this point? Remember what happened with Duke Nukem Forever. The longer it takes, the higher expectations
That's
will
stupid.
be.
Keep your expectations low. It's just a fun comic.
Hot Fart Dinkeldorf for 5. How come you can ride on a Rhyhorn, but you can't Rhyhorn a ride-on?
You can ride on a Rhyhorn.
But you can't ride on.
And for another 5, he says, ride on this dick.
That's better. Kevin Flesher for 5. Kevin, the temp audio engineer here. My wife is currently in labor, about to have our first, watching this, getting ready for the hospital. Vito sucks.
I hope your kid dies in childbirth. Deparify for 10. Oh, no, I want your wife to die in childbirth. The kid can live and then process the trauma. Derpa 5 for 10 Australian. Dick needs to review the EJ video for free to redeem his hissy fit last week. Money anyway, because I'm addicted to Eric July. He's like the methadone substitute for Maddox heroin now that he's finally totally dead.
Well, we'll do it on the bonus episode.
Maddox does seem dead, sadly.
No, he's coming back.
He's coming
He'll
back.
make more of
He
these.
always
These
comes
morons
back.
just make these dumb videos for the rest of their lives.
TBF for 2.
Fucking
Here's to the
stupid.
college fund.
Thanks.
Eddie A for 5. As much as Madison trashes marriage, I knew he'd have a kid, marry 80s girl eventually. Back when the lawsuit happened, I hope the baby is female.
It's male.
Did you confirm it's a boy?
Yeah.
But you shouldn't assign gender. Let's be clear. You know, you should let the kid decide.
Right.
Your kid's going to be trans. They all are. Unless Trump really puts a stop to it.
All you have to do is let people use the F slur again, and it's over. There's no more,
There's no more
trans
thing.
thing.
That's could
That's
happen.
it.
Rex Section for 2. Your breath reeks if you eat eggs for every meal. Interesting
point.
fact. Emperor P for 10. Hey, Dick, I sent you a song about H1B via email. Not sure if it's appropriate for Biggest Problem, but would love to hear your thoughts.
Alrighty.
I want to mention Malort and Savior have a new song out. Check out their YouTube channel. I know they wanted us to promote it, and I forgot the link, but look up Malort and Savior. Maybe we'll play it on a future episode. Hack the Movies for 5. Why didn't Vito review Captain America with Manny Muskets? Because I made a video essay. It's not because I'm...
Wait, what is he? Why would you have done that with Manny Muskets?
Somehow it came up. I was like, I want to review Captain America, and for some reason, I don't know if I said like I want to review it with somebody else. No, I don't think I said that. I don't know what happened.
Well, he is black. Is that the
I
joke?
guess like
What's
Manny. No, he like sent me like a DM. He's like, hey, if you want to review that Captain America movie together.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said, I decided to do like a video thing with it. It's not because I don't want to talk to a black guy. Okay.
Yeah.
It's, I just didn't think. I just wanted to do the video essay for him.
Don't explain yourself to Tony from Hack the Movies.
Well, Tony from Hack the Movies better be getting our episode together. We got a Hack the Movies episode coming up.
Oh, yeah.
And we can spoil it. It's fucking Judge Dredd.
Utah-based Armenian
Coming
for 5.
soon.
Hey, Vito, sorry about your video bombing. You should ask Mint Salad for advice on how to get
Well, maybe I should. Hunter88 for 5. I know how to get views.
You just chose not to do
Eh,
it?
No, at this point, the algorithm's kind of fucky, you know. Not every video.
There's a lot of
lands.
shit that was kicked off because of the...
Because of what?
You don't know how to get views.
Well, I
You
just
don't know
said,
what
I mean,
you're
like,
doing.
yeah, I'm going to say, here's the difference.
But it doesn't look like... It looks like an uncrackable mystery for everybody.
Well, let's
maybe.
put it this way. I made one video in a year on my channel, okay? I think the difference is when you're making a video every single day and getting no results. I think that's the point where you go, okay, well, now something's drastically wrong, you know?
No.
No? I think you make a video every single day and you just get no views. You go, man, I really got to switch something up. You know?
No. What I see is somebody telling somebody else how to get views.
Right.
So does that person does the person giving advice getting views?
Yeah.
Well, are they getting them today?
No.
Okay, that's all I see. I don't see any kind of reciprocity. All I see is this is how you do it, and me saying, "Well, what are you doing it?" No.
But I'm
Okay,
but historically, if you said who is better at getting YouTube views, you would say clearly
In the past?
Vito. Yeah.
Who's better at getting YouTube views 4 or 5 years ago?
I'm clearly better at getting YouTube views now. It's got more views than the stuff they've been doing forever.
I don't know about that.
It got like 8K views.
8,000 views.
Yeah, for coming back after not making a video for a while, it was good getting.
I guess we'll see. I don't know.
Well,
all I see is if you're telling somebody what to do, you better demonstrate that you do it.
Not every video is gonna hit, and look, obviously it's a crapshoot.
Or else it's gonna like start a fight.
I can't control how many views a video gets, right?
But that was your premise, is that you can.
Oh, you can definitely influence it, yeah. And I've been able to influence it in the past by, using a smart combination of titles and keywords and content and whatever
I think you know
else.
what you're doing. I mean, it's just funny that happened.
I think sometimes the video's not going to land, man. And like I said, this is why I haven't. Honestly, right now, the YouTube stuff is just for the Patreon supporters.
Oh, okay.
It's really, I don't expect it to pick up in the algorithm.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, I think, the YouTube algorithm is, I think it's a lot different now.
I just saw so many texts about this.
You saw so many texts
about so many group chats of
about
you don't
how
know what
the
you're
video
doing.
didn't get
You're
views.
fucking dumb.
Well, I saw.
You should have listened to me. Me and Andy are geniuses at this.
Well, I mean, if you want to look at Andy's channel, Andy's getting plenty of views. Andy's actually in LA this week.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, I should have met up with him.
Ah, yeah, you should have.
Maybe we got him. Maybe we can meet him up with him tomorrow. He's filming a documentary about. I don't know if I'm allowed to
princess?
say.
I'll guess.
Oh no, I think it's a current celebrity drama. I don't know if it's a secret or not.
Is it about Blake Lively?
It might
It's
be.
obviously about
It could
that.
potentially be about Blake Lively, but I don't
Okay.
actually. I think it's about Blake Lively. I don't know. But how would you do a documentary? So I don't know.
You just talk to anybody, and then
Yeah.
people watch it. It's like, ooh, this is going to be some juicy stuff.
Andy Signori is really moving into the documentary game, so
that's cool.
I think he's part of a Michael Jackson documentary, and I think he's making or might be making a Johnny Depp documentary. 188 for 5. Sweet Child of Mine is a good long intro. See, I was going to say Sweet Child of Mine, and I couldn't remember if it actually has a long intro or if I'm misremembering it.
I can't remember it.
No, wait, is that when the song kicks off? You don't know Sweet Child of Mine?
I don't know what you're doing.
She got smiled.
Yeah, I do. What were you singing?
The intro.
Oh, the music part? The guitar part? That I don't know.
Maybe that's the middle part.
I'm more of like I remember like melodies and the like that. Not that.
Pizarre Gaming Guides, is Vito invited to the wedding? No. Ariel for 5. Vito, let me clean your apartment.
There you go, her.
You concern me. Ariel does want to clean my apartment.
Whoa. What is this, a picture of Ariel?
She's a regular lady. She's a nice looking lady.
Whoa. Hot mama. Where do
you're
gonna have to clean your apartment before she comes over.
Well, what's the point of cleaning my apartment if she's coming over to clean the
you
apartment?
Gonna let this woman see your apartment in the state that it's in?
That's fine. I gotta clean. I have to. I need boxes for all the magic cards that are everywhere. I keep going to Frankenson's. The guy who sells fucking cardboard boxes is closed.
Oh, the big shoe ones?
Yeah, I need just shoe boxes.
Can't you just order them off Amazon?
Yeah, I know, but that guy has them cheaper, and I keep going. I'll just go to
How much
Frankenson's.
cheaper? How much?
It's not that it's cheaper. It's that I need a bunch of them. And
for that reason.
Okay, I ordered them from Amazon, and they were the wrong size, and I don't think they
Wrong
sell
size magic cards?
Yeah, they had.
What were they, jumbo size? The big.
They were for the top. They were for graded cards. I ordered boxes that were meant to fit graded cards, so they're way too big. This is only
so
funny
order
to
more.
you.
So you fucked. So that's a loss.
Well,
you
I
ordered
want-
a bunch of slab boxes.
I didn't buy that many of them, but yeah, they are a loss.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much money? Now, how much money could you save on if you just bought them on Amazon?
The problem, I can't find them on Amazon, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
What are they? Magic cardboard box?
Yeah.
Magic cardboard box. And how many?
Well, just
how many
trading
do they
card
hold?
box.
How many do they hold?
800, I think?
800?
Maybe 1,600? I don't remember.
800 size, like this?
Yeah.
You got it at Temu right there.
There's an Amazon special, or there you go.
Okay. BCW 800, like this?
Yeah.
That's it? That's all you need?
Yeah,
Those
maybe I
little
can get
single
them on
shoe
Amazon.
boxes?
I don't know why I can never find them when I look for
13
them.
bucks? How much money are you going to save by driving out to the City of Industry?
I like the City of Industry.
How much are you going to save, though?
It's not about the money.
It's not about savings.
It's not about
okay.
the money.
What's it about?
Honestly, it's just that I every time I tried to get them from Amazon, I either got the wrong ones or I had to buy them in like a pack of like 20. But I guess I can just get these.
How many of these do you need?
Maybe 6 of them. I don't know.
You need 6 boxes, or do you need 6 orders?
I need some double row ones also. Though.
Oh, you need double rows. So you don't need these at all.
No, I need some single. See, that's the thing. They have a bunch of different boxes at that guy, so I can get a couple single rows. I can get a couple double rows. I can get some penny
right there.
sleeves.
Look, I see this. A double row.
No, that's not a double row.
is-
That's 5 row. And then I bought the double row, and it was sized for
the
fucking
one with the
credit
lid.
cards.
The
Yeah,
one with the lid.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the 1600 count box then.
All right.
1600 count. 1600 count. Magic.
Look, I got the wrong one, and then I said,
cardboard
I
box.
fucked it up. I might as well just go to
There
fucking
you
whatever
go.
and get it. And then I didn't end up doing that.
And then what happened?
And then I went, and they didn't have it. So then I should have went home and just ordered it that day. But I said, no, I'll come back next week, and they'll be open.
Look at this beautiful bastard. You can
Honestly,
get.
I did want to
Look
see.
at that.
I don't know why I can't get like a
Interlocking.
That
Ooh.
seems. I don't know about that, but I was trying to see.
Looks like shit. Looks like a cinder
Well,
block.
China's making all these nice like leather deck boxes now. I did buy one of those that holds 2 commander decks, which is nice.
Oh.
Yeah, they actually have one that holds like 4 commander decks. Speaking of commander,
yeah,
but we might be doing commander games. We're talking about it. I think I can reveal who we're talking to.
Taylor and Billy. I don't know if Taylor seemed so psyched on it though.
Taylor is not that psyched on it, but it's Taylor from PKA, so we're going to force him to do it because it will get us views and attention. Because that's how
It's
branding
not how you make
works.
friends with people.
I don't care.
Well, they won't do your. They don't need to give up a Saturday.
I'm sending
to-
him a free fucking commander deck.
That's not.
He likes Magic. I said, Taylor, do you play Magic? He says, I haven't played in a while. I go, you want to play Commander? He goes, I've never
Yeah.
played Commander. I don't have a
Yeah.
deck. I go, I'll send you a deck. And he goes, all right, let's do it.
Did he say that?
Yeah. I talked to him in DMs. He likes
talked
you.
to
He
him
likes me.
separately.
He likes Billy the Fridge.
Okay.
We'll fucking do a Commander game. It'd be also, Taylor's fun and he's funny.
It'd
He'd
be
a good-
funny. We got to put some.
It's
Stakes
more that
on
he's
it.
a funny guy. And
Yeah,
we
he's
need funny guys to do it. Most guys who play Magic are not funny.
He's got to bring back his racist accents, though.
I think now's the time.
He used to do those all the time.
Well, Trump's in office. You can do whatever you want. God, have you seen that guy who's just uploading videos of the Asian mayor of Toronto?
No.
And he's like a comedian, and he's just going, oh, look at the library. Show many book in the library. And I'm like, oh, my God, we're really back at this? I'm like, this
Yeah,
dude's
dude.
like on tour. And she's like,
Anthony
oh.
Cumia is on fucking ABC Radio. Did you see that?
Yes. This is crazy.
I saw WABC Radio, their official account, and it's Anthony
Tweeting out
Cumia.
Anthony Cumia?
It's him doing a video. Hey, I'm back, guys, and I can't wait. I'm like, what? What the?
Are you kidding
Who
me?
is this guy?
Actually?
Yes, actually.
Hey, guys, Anthony Cumia. I'm going to be joining you in the mornings
wait
on
to see you.
WKRP. We're going to be talking about all sorts of topics, sports, the ends, whatever comes up. Dude.
MFN.
We're in the Twilight Zone.
I have to say it in my head every time.
Racism's back in a big way. It's crazy.
I couldn't believe, like, wow, he just totally cleaned
Bro,
up.
I was watching this comedian, and I'm like, how is this video on Facebook? He just go, oh, in the library, we got so many books. So many books in the library. We got Catcher in the Lie. We got Harry Potter. I'm like, oh, my God, dude. And it was like viral. People were dying. And I'm like,
Love it.
I'm like, I
Loving it.
can't believe you can get away with this now. This is a fucking renaissance.
Fuck, man. I gotta do so much like deprogramming to get back to that state.
It's a revolution.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna see blackface again.
I just wish Rumble wasn't so lousy with pedophiles.
I know.
And if it worked.
They keep hiring him for some reason.
That would be great.
I don't know why. Gloom is dead for 2 in Soviet America. Editor pays you. There you go. We got a couple more super chats here. Got a lot more super chats here. Jesus Christ. Surzer for 5. Kids get all the gambling ads to people like Vito who get all the toys ads. Oglovich for 5. Regarding the last episode, it sucks we got nothing from the Epstein files. Pam Bondi is no stranger to controversy. Looking to her record, would have let that. She's a woman. Why do you have a woman running the FBI?
Well, she's not, but
What is she doing? What is her
she's
job?
just like helping Trump out.
But she's
like
still
his
a
chief of
woman.
staff.
Remember when the Kraken was going to expose all the fucking voters?
She's just an idiot.
They're all women. They're all idiots. Stop giving them responsibilities.
I agree with you. And I agree with you that she's a treacherous.
Treacherous whore. Okay, Chris for 5. I don't have Patreon, but I paid money for the video. Okay, Chris.
Well, you better pay for the fucking Patreon then, man. You got fucking $5 to complain about it. You got $5 for Patreon. Get the fuck out of here, K. Chris.
This is Dick saying
Get your fucking act together.
Aklovich for
fucking pay to cry about it and try to guilt and manipulate us.
He did pay $5
What
to
the
complain
fuck?
about
You
not
better
having...
not charge that back, K. Chris.
He paid $5.
You better not charge that shit back, or you'll be blacked on Patreon too, you bitch.
$6. Aklovich for 2. How you
the fucking $6? Get Aklovich to give you $6 then. It's not that much money.
You got a nice take. Honestly, you got 30 minutes of Eric July out of us. Out of 2 minutes we've turned
You're gonna
into
get
30.
an hour.
You're gonna
of
get
part
hours.
one. You're gonna get hours.
Aklovich for 2. Hell, you might as well just look at Bondi's nuts. Cameron for 2. What was the dono goal for? Nothing. Ignore it.
The dono goal was for a little bit. I didn't say how much.
Little taste.
I said we're gonna watch it. You got a fucking taste.
Little taste. Ozzy for 2. Refund my earlier super chats, please, or charge back. No.
Refund these nuts. How about
Roteo
that?
Roberto for 5. No Epstein files. No super killer. No Eric
you guys
Hope
are fucking crying
documentary.
about all the screaming yesterday.
I didn't vote for this. Hey, we should always tease content and then pull it away because then we get super chats complaining about pulling it away.
It's not pulled away. You guys can watch that again.
Go watch the whole thing.
Watch the little preview you got again. It's not a big deal.
Tiarni for 5. Scamming your audience is the biggest problem in the universe. This is some Eric July behavior. You got it. Claptrap for 5. Can't believe we got
Tierney, why don't you use a real currency? Why don't you use a real currency?
Yeah, get out of here. Jack Rock. Can't believe we got conned out of the Cope video. Jack Rockstar for 2. Vito, if you stream after this, I'm going to charge back. There will be no stream tonight. I got to go to bed. Dominic for 5. This is fucking awesome. LMFAO. Dignity Post for 5. Woo, there is no Eric July Beyond inspired merch at the updated Clipiverse page.
Oh.
Like doxing spelled wrong and deranged stalker. Clipiverse merch now available. What is the URL to the Clipiverse page?
I don't know.
Put it into Google. Clipiverse.
Yeah.
Dickington Post for 2. Even Eric's avatar has hidden his arm hair in fear. Strategy for 2.
What the fuck is up with that cartoon of yourself? In every single frame.
Here's what I'm going to say is I think the worst part is that's probably how the guy who drew it views him.
Eric?
Yeah. I think that all the guys who work for Eric are like, you should meet my boss. He's like the most inspirational black man you've ever met in your life. And he's so strong and talented and good at business.
He barely ever fucks up.
And I know he's with his wife now, but I see the way he is with Jen Soska, and I think that they would be so cute together, and I just hope it happens. Strategy for 2 says, wrong, dicks. A wall of text is called a log line. Oglovich for 2, gravity exists. You can gravity's nuts.
Gravity's nuts. Good one.
Ozen for 5, why charges for something and not provide what kind? Oh, you got it.
You got it.
Clip Sama for 2, lol. Even Maddox could get 100K views on his doc. Yeah, it is at 4K views right now. I don't think
You know what
it's
I noticed,
going
though?
anywhere.
You know what I noticed? Okay, here. I noticed this when I was playing it.
I don't think this is going to get views for him.
This is 2 minutes. Okay, so if you go to his channel, right?
Yeah.
And then you go to videos, he already
uploaded
made another
something
video,
yeah.
so he can claim that that's why it did poorly. Like, he already shoveled it off the very top spot out of
his
embarrassment.
second video is already something about fucking Harry Potter. Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that funny?
I thought he said he's not making YouTube videos, and then he's already got a video about it. What he's got, whatever. This guy makes no sense. He's just a fucking liar. Everything he says makes no sense. Yes. Cameron for 2. This is $1 on a string. I'm charging back. Shut up. Icon buckets for 5. My favorite quote from the video is when Eric said disingenuousness at 26:45.
Oh, we got to wait 26 minutes to get that gem?
Dave Davison for 10.
I hate waiting.
Well, tomorrow we'll try to record that bonus episode. Dave Davison for 10. I'm a chicken farmer. I have no problem with losing meat birds as long as I can gain eggers. Well, Aklovich
I don't
for 2.
think you're a chicken farmer.
No, I don't think so. Bro Israel podcast, we give money and we get nothing. Exactly. There's a theme.
Not very
there.
much.
Lost Bullets for 5. Vito's video bombed so hard it did a call to prayer first. No, yeah, that sucked. Just like Vito's video performance. Hey, I think the video was good. Fast Fat Guy for 2.
Are you going to make more Marvel stuff next time there's a Marvel?
I don't know, maybe. I like making it. I like talking about it.
You like that content?
I don't like editing it though. The problem for this one was I had to help edit.
What's the point of the edit though? Why not just talk and release that? There's no difference.
I just like don't have any interest in making that. Like there's no.
Wait, you don't have any interest in making that content?
Yeah. Like me just talking in front of a camera about the movie
without editing?
I've done that in the past and it just feels like
lazy.
Yeah.
Phoned in.
Yeah, it feels phoned in and like I'm not doing anything and I'm like, well, if I'm not going to put effort into it, why even do it, you know?
You could just read the script.
I
Get AI to do it.
Here's the thing is like okay, what do I get out of it? Views?
Well, no.
Okay. Well, I'm saying, what am I making?
You said you liked doing Marvel stuff.
Yeah, but like, if I'm gonna talk about it, I want to do it on like more than just like spitballing. If I'm gonna spitball bullshit, I'll just do it on here. You know?
Oh.
I would do. Okay. Here's how I would do that. I would do a movie review show with another person who sees the movie with me, and then we maybe talk about the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't have anyone to do that with, so.
Well, because the Marvel shit's just horrible.
I've talked about maybe doing it with my buddy Dirk. Like I like, but even like Red Letter Media, like you know, they edit a little bit. You know,
I guess I don't know. I haven't watched them, and do they still have stuff?
Yeah, sometimes. I don't know, man. I have my second channel where I'll occasionally make the here's a news article, let's talk about a video.
Yeah.
But like at a certain point, I realized, you know, these are fun throwaways, but I don't want to put that on my main channel anymore because it is like a throwaway and it just feels not dirty, but it's like, okay, this is for people. I know people like it. Let's put it that way. I'm doing it for people who like it.
The bottom's falling out of that market.
Yeah.
The hate movie watchers.
I don't know.
Star Wars is dead.
It goes in cycles. I mean, people loved when I was talking about the Star Wars Hotel. They were tuning in for that. So it's like you find
that like 2 years ago.
Yeah. You find a topic and it trends. Like those videos were getting like I got like 100K views on a couple of those videos.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny. Yeah, but then you know it goes into recession and you're like, I don't know what to talk about. There's nothing. You know, and you can either chase trends. You could be like quartering and go, oh hey, talking about that trans girl's beer ad. I can do that for the next 6 months. But I can't do that because I can only talk about topics I'm interested in. I was interested in the Star Wars Hotel, which is why making those videos was fun for me.
Yeah,
but
that was fun.
And I am interested in Marvel stuff, so I have fun talking about it.
Well, that's all I was asking.
Fast Fat Guy for 2, Piggy no Super Killer, and Vito still Biggie, and LaPoo for 2. Woody says he will be a guest if he was asked.
On what show?
To play Magic? I thought Woody.
I don't know. Be more specific. Spend more money and be more specific with your.
Also, I was told Harley Morinson, you know that guy?
Harley, yeah.
He's been getting into Magic, so I think if we did a regular like Magic stream every now and again with just funny internet guys, that would be a ton of fun. Oh, you
gotta have some
fixed
steaks.
the booty?
I destroyed the last box, so now I just put the lid on this one, as you could see.
Yeah. Well, that is a very Funko Pop shaped treasure chest.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to hold all of your commentary, please. I have the headphones off.
What's the game where we smash all the toys? Vito's booty. A man who tweets about little boys. What's in the box? You know you want it. So get on the scale or I'll smash it to shit.
I don't know if I can.
Vito's booty. Vito's booty. Vito's booty. Vito's booty.
What's it gonna be?
Let's get to smashing.
You don't even know what it is.
It's Steve Urkel.
How could you smash Steve Urkel?
Hey guys, check out patreon.com/biggestproblem.
Do you see how close that got to my head?
Yeah, I know.
The first time you used a hammer and you almost fucking blind me. Look at
That's
this.
why I can't fix that door. I'll just kill myself.
Yeah, you get too excited.
Patreon.com/biggestproblem if you guys want to see the bonus episode, Biggest Problem in Eric July's Stupid Cope documentary. Don't forget, get your tickets at hackamania.com. Join us in May for a Night Under the Stars with Carl from Who Are These Podcasts?
And we get rooms now.
Vote on all the problems at biggestproblem.show.
Where is this?
Where's what?
Where is it almost hitting me in the head?
You're watching the replay?
Yeah.
You're fine. I didn't almost hit you in the head.
Look. Yeah, you did.
Steve Urkel. Did I do that? That's what I should have said when I almost hit you in the head. Did I do that?
Do you remember how he could say that?
I remember that. Remember how he never knew if he did stuff?
How do I find
Hit the live button.
Where is that?
Here. Why do I have to find this? Hit this. That's what I should have said when I almost hit you in the head.
All right.
Did I do that? Did I do that?
Do you remember how you could say that?
I remember that.
Yes.
No problem.
Watch this.
Serious?
Do you see how close that?
Go back.
Watch.
Go back more.
Guys,
Go back more. Check out Patreon.com.
Watch this. Watch this.
It hit your hand. It was
but I
barely
moved out of the
moving.
way because I knew you were going to be. I knew you would be reckless and dangerous with the hammer. Look at this.
Moving it like
Look at this.
It was barely moving.
Vito, that's incredible. Look at how
You almost sawed my fingers off with that chainsaw.
Not even close. Not even close.
Right next to him.
Not even close. Look at this.
Hey!
See that? I move out of the way, and then it goes right. It hits right where my eye would have been. Watch this.
Do you know how much fucking Funko shrapnel has been flown in my direction?
Yeah, but none of it came even close to harming you in any way. Look at this. Watch this. Watch this. Look at. Okay, well, this is where it hit, right?
That would have barely.
This is where it hit.
Yeah.
This is right where my eye is. Look at that.
No, that's where your fucking
There's my
bandana.
eye.
No, it would have hit the red part of your fucking bandana.
This is my eye, correct?
That's your eye.
This is my eye.
Right there.
Okay, watch.
Right
there!
No, it didn't!
Right there!
No, it didn't! You moved the fucking mouse! Go back! Go back! I'm controlling
Here's
the
where
mouse.
you moved the whole thing now!
Stop. Stop. Go back. All right, your eye was right here.
It was right. My eye was right here.
You're moving it right there. Boom! No, under it. Under it. You would have been fine.
And it hit my hand back here. It hit my hand back here, so the trajectory, you got to be careful. So, no, well, don't do that. You're going to unplug it.
Oh, sorry. Guys, what a great show. I need to update this end of show graphic, and I will. And I love you, and
You don't want Steve Urkel?
Well, it's too late. I had to smash him because I didn't get on the scale. Can't have him now. Oh, I busted his glasses. I did good.
Look at that, his eye.
Holy Lord. Wow. That really sunk in there. Did I do that?
That was a close call.
Now, if it was Stefan Urkel, I would be upset because he's a man of action. You know who would really be pissed off by how I just treated Urkel? Fucking Vivek.
Probably.
He'd go, you wouldn't have treated Zach that way.
God, I hate Vivek.
Now he's pretending to be the Ultraman. He's pretending to be the Ultra-American. He's going, what's up, my fellow Americans? Howdy doody do. Yankee Doodle. Let's eat a big old apple pie and watch the football game.
He's an anchor baby, too. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. He's going to get all them H-1Bs in here.
I know, he really is.
It's his only... Yeah, of course.
God, I hate white people.
America will be...
There he is. He's just like us. Hey, everybody. Come on in here.
Well, at least there'll be more curry restaurants.
All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Ah.
Don't forget to hit